Okay. Canadian wine lovers, Carl's Wine Club members, it is Friday. It is 4 o'clock Pacific, and it's Cab Franc o'clock across the country. Absolutely. Welcome, everyone. An exciting Friday night here at Carl's Wine Club office. You should see the table in front of me. There's 55 or so Cab Franc laying down here. I have my good friend Clay Martin here with BC Wine Review, and Joanna helping me opening all of these beautiful Cab Franc from everywhere across the country. When I say everywhere, I'm not joking. We have Nova Scotia Cabernet Franc. We have Lake Erie North Shore Cabernet Franc. We have Prince Edward County Cab Franc, obviously all over Niagara. But moving to the west, we have Similkameen Valley. We have all over the Okanagan, from Okanagan Falls to Summerland to the Niagara Bench. I mean, there is Cab Franc from everywhere. Also, we have different vintages. So we have wine all the way back to 2011 kicking around on the table here. So we will be spending probably the next 4 hours together. If you want to hang out, you're up for a long trek of Cab Franc, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We have wines between $15 all the way up to $100. So even some wines we don't exist really with no price tag around, but we have, and I would say probably the bulk, like the majority of these wines are between 40 and 50, like 40 and 60, $35 to $60. So lots of premium wine to taste, some outstanding value wine as well. A few that we tasted before. Lots that we've never tasted before, and some surprises, like some wineries that we know for a long time, but sent some little rare stuff that, I would not expect. Like example, like Vineland, like a wine that was released at $11 all the way back in 2019, like the 2018 entry-level Cab Franc, and I was told that wine's $11 on release, who now its counterpart, like the new release 2023, goes for $16. Okay, what I'm understanding is these wines are all showing their best right now. From a small little single vineyard by the Big Fundy in Nova Scotia to some back vintage, like Cellar Hands from Black Hills Estate from 2011 vintage, single vineyard Poplar Grove. There's so many cool stuff on that table that I am really, really excited. So first and foremost, I want to say hi to everybody because it is really, really cool to spend a Friday night with all of you all. So really, really cool. I want to thank all of the wineries who have chipped in samples, so we can do these kind of things. But we're gonna it's, to my opinion, when we talk about red wine, I would say Cabernet Franc can be the Canadian red grape from across the country. Okay, there's Cab Franc everywhere. There's outstanding quality of Cab Franc, and we can hang our hat on Cab Franc pretty much anywhere. So, hi. Hello. So, if you were worried that Mira won't be on today, no, she's here. She's here, and we have guests arriving. So, Clay's here from BC Wine Review. We have some guests from the Lower Mainland. Danny and Jeanette just arrived. We also have people all the way from Ontario. Yep. So Jim and Tracy came over from just off the outskirts of Toronto. Like 4 or 5 days ago, they were part of Harvest I've heard at the Silva Winery, and they're here for the weekend. We're going to tour with them tomorrow, and they're here tasting Cab Franc with us tonight. So, am I going to survive all of these Cab Franc?
Nope.
I think so. I think so. I think if there's bet going on, please put your money on the table right now. Right now, right? I want to see some dollars on the table. I predict that I'm going to be done these 55 or so wine, maybe a little bit more. You know, hey, did you guys see there's a couple boxes by the, so you could have bring them because there's more samples arrived like late afternoon. So maybe 60 wines. I would say 8 o'clock Pacific, 8:30 might be my prediction where we're going to be done. But yeah. A little bit of methodology here, how I'm going to taste these wines tonight. We're going to taste the wines by price point. So we're going to start with more entry-level wine. I have a few between the $15 and the $25 price point. So we're going to start with that just to, let's say, get our palate going. And we're going to go up. They're all by slot of 10, like the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, and the 60s, and above $60. So we're gonna finish by the big boys a little later on. But yeah, we'll cut our teeth on the more affordable wine, a little easier drinking, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. I have most of these wines, especially pretty much all of the Ontario wine I have, because I had time to do research. So I have a little bit more information. We also have a lot of BC wines that I already know in the wineries that I know quite well. That would be a, yeah, so we're gonna throw some information at you, like what's the oak aging, vineyard specific, which appellation, where's the which VQA appellation, obviously price point, alcohol level, case production, if I could have get my hand on these information. But basically, I'm going to try to give you a little bit of information on each and every wine, and also we'll give you a score. I will score every single of these wines throughout the night. And I think we should get going at some point if we want to. I forgot about that, Jim and Tracy. You've never been here before, so that is pretty cool. Welcome home, Tracy. I saw your pictures picking grapes with Richard De Silva with your Carl's Wine Club T-shirt. It was absolutely awesome. Absolutely. So yeah, here we are. Mira, I know that we're gonna share our spreadsheet at some point, maybe over the weekend or something like that. Oh, Mira, I have 2 rosé to start. Okay, we have 2 rosé wine, perfect. So we're gonna wash up our palates with some rosés because Cab Franc makes some fantastic rosés. So I have 2 rosé to start. One from the Freeform wine brand, which is owned by the Okanagan Crush Pad, and one by the Rosé Master, Daniel Bonterin at 7 Direction, the 2023 Cabernet Franc Rosé. So how are you doing today?
Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
How are you?
I feel like I haven't seen you all day.
Oh, well, we were so organized until like yesterday. And then
Yeah, shit hit the fan.
things got a little crazy. So, okay. So you got your 2, and I'm going to get some for our guest.
There you go. So there you go. So 7 Direction and Freeform. We have. I'll try to plug that in so I don't run out of juice at any point in time. Oops. Sorry about that. There you go. Okay, now the phone is plugged in. There you go. Perfect. Are you guys ready? I don't know if you are ready at home, but if you're tuning in right now, I would like to know from where you're tuning in. I would also like to know what is in your glass. And also, I would like to know what is your favorite Cab Franc, your best Cab Franc that you've tasted, in your Canadian wine tasting career? Okay, that's a question, and we're gonna do a contest. Okay, Mira doesn't know about that, but I will send you. We're gonna do a random pick, like probably let's do it 3 times. A signed bottles of the Carl's Wine Club 5-year anniversary, signed by Mira Boucher, the only Mira Boucher. A real one, engraved, an engraved signing, engraved signature by Mira Boucher. Everyone who comments what is their favorite Cab Franc in Canada, okay? We'll take all of these answers and throughout the show, and we'll pick 3 winners over during the night. Mira, works for you? Perfect. Now, the way I'm set up, I cannot see the comments. So I am hoping that at some point someone's gonna be helping me with the comments, so like that I can relate to you guys, right? What's happening around here. But yeah, let's get started. Cab Franc Rosé. The 2 rosés that we have are from BC. The first one is from Seven Direction. Seven Direction is a winery from the Similkameen Valley. If you've been following us at Carl's Wine Club, we love to call Daniel Bonterin, winemaker, owner, the rosé master, because year in and year out I think the 3 or 4 years running, the very highest rated rosé that we're tasting here at Carl's Wine Club. It's the Tractor and Vines rosé from the fruits from Summerland. It's Cabernet Franc, usually coming from the Fruitville Ridge vineyard in Oliver. Unfortunately, this vineyard was wiped out by the frost, so Daniel had to pivot and find a different source of fruit. So now from Oliver down to Osoyoos, so now it's source of fruit, but always the same high-end skills and amazing talent of making rosé. So this is his 2023. 250 cases made. BC Wine Trend rated that wine 92 points. I gave it a 91 plus when I tasted it in tank 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. So yeah, so this is from Daniel, Seven Directions. This wine always has a great texture. Always get that little citrus line in the middle of the mid palate, but also that light white cracked pepper on the back end, which is typical Cab Franc, that showcase in the rosé as well. I mean, I like my score at 91 plus that I gave it a while back. I love the aromas of that wine. Expressive, cherry, red apple, a little bit of raspberry into that too. A hint of like, I'd say fresh sage, or like a defined, like clearly defined fresh herbs. I would say maybe sage. And there's a little salinity as well coming at the end of the flavor profile. I think the biggest attribute of that wine is its texture. I really like the soft and rich texture of it. So yeah, so that is for the Seven Direction Cabernet Franc Rosé. We have here a 91 plus points that I already rated like a year and a half ago. So now, following with the 2019 rosé, which is not usual for rosé, especially made fairly natural way with no preservative at all, basically barely no sulfur at the end. So free form, unfined, unfiltered. So always made bone dry. Higher alcohol level here at 13.5. Let's see if there's still some juice left in that bad boy. I always look for acidity. To me, that's what makes a wine alive. If the acidity falls flat in his face, that this wine is not only on his way down, but it's already down, to my opinion. So, Freeform, made by the Okanagan Crush Pad, Matt Dumaine, my friend, winemaker there. This is concrete fermented, concrete age for eight months, 90 point Anthony Gismondi. So let's see what's in there. Wow, surprising. Surprising for a 2019 rosé. We could expect with 6 years old. I mean, okay, let's be realistic here. The acid level is not sky high, but it's round, but it's still there. There's still a vibrancy in that wine. Red sherry, raspberry, that white pepper also at the end, very defined. A little bit of white chocolate in that wine as well. Very pleasant. There's definitely some leaf steering during the winemaking because I can feel the mid palate, softness, creamy, rich mid palate. Also higher level, so higher level of alcohol, which help to keep everything up there. So yeah, this is very, very interesting. I like that a lot. I mean, this is not a wine in finesse. This is not a wine that will go in history in terms of the most refined wine. But a 6-year-old rosé, to me, it's on its own. This fact on its own, it's a very good accomplishment. So tip my hat to the Okanagan Crush Pad and the team for making that wine with such a great aging potential. This with food, with charcuterie, will absolutely be fantastic. I love the complexity of that as well. So I give it a 90 plus. I like that. I like, you know what? This is really, really good. There you go. So that is for the true rosés. Thinking of that, I should have find some sparkling Cab Franc, and I didn't fail on that one. But that's okay. That's okay. There's 55 reds here, maybe 56 kicking around. So I think we're gonna have our work cut out tonight. Let's start here with some Ontario. If you will notice that at the very entry level, like around the under 20, there's no BC wines that we got at that price point. But we have a few Ontario wines, especially from Vineland Estates, and Vineland are known for their super value wine, but they also make some high-end wine. I have back there, I have their Reserve Cab Franc at $60 that we're gonna taste. Maybe, I don't know, in 3-hour times or something like that, 3-4 hours. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But we will start. And there was such a nice surprise. When I opened the box and I see this, like literally entry level. At this time, right now, if you go on the winery site, this one has a $2 discount. From $15.95 to $13.95. I'm not even joking. $13.95. This is pretty freaking crazy these day and age. It's 2025 going into 2026. Wines at that price, real wine, are very rare. Now, wine of this quality at that price point don't really exist. Because I tasted the 23, the 22 before, Brian Schmidt, my good friend, and a man that I affectionately call Mr. Cab Franc. You cannot talk Cab Franc without mentioning the name Brian Schmidt in Vineland Estate. This is the core. This is the core of their portfolio. This is Brian's passion. It's all about Cab Franc. They also make some outstanding Rieslings, but the Cab Franc that Brian makes, this is where like he makes Cab Franc between $15 and $200 a bottle. I don't know if you've heard about the Legacy Project, but the Legacy Project is now at 11 years of a Solera system wine that every year he put a barrel or two in the vat and bottle the same amount that he put in. So it's a non-vintage wine. And now at this stage, we have 11 vintage of Cabernet Franc in that Legacy Solera style wine. This is at the top end of what he does, but at the low, but I don't like to say lower end, but at the value proposition level, this is that little guy. Cabernet Franc from Vineland Estate, 12.5% alcohol, $15.95 wine. But the surprise in there is Brian sent me a 2018 vintage, and he said to me, I can't wait to hear what you think. For $15, $16, 2018, he said, I'm very, very confident that that wine's still very, very good and very crushable. So 7-year-old, this wine was $11 on release. When this wine was released, it was released at $11. So let's give it a try. I'm pretty excited about that. There's not a hint of oxidation in that wine. This wine smells black cherry, black raspberry, a little bit of fresher dark chocolate. This wine smells fresh. 2018, 7-year-old, $15 wine. Oh, sorry, $11 on release many moons ago. Okay, so So the acids have dropped a bit, but not that much. And the fun part is the spice, because you can expect in my description of tonight, a lot of black cracked pepper, of white pepper on the finish, because Cab Franc, it noticeably has a spicy connotation on the finish based on pepper. So you'll hear that. This right now, at this stage of this curve, the spice is really, really exploding on the finish, almost like red chili. So 2018, I give that wine a 90 points for multiple reasons. First and foremost, the price point is just like ridiculously low. And 7-year-old for that wine means it's absolutely deserve a 90 points. It's still very drinkable, and it showcased the potential, the aging potential of even at a very entry level. Mira, do you have access of my Excel sheet that I started? So, because if I send it to you, maybe you can print one, and maybe the guests can use it for score. So here, oh, she just entered the studio. So there you go. Perfect. File. Oops. So yeah, so while I'm going to taste, I'm also going to do a little bit of work. No, I have to taste this one. It's not tasted. What do you think of the 2018?
2018 is smooth.
Yeah, it's smooth, soft.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's $11 you spent. That's seriously good wine.
no, seriously. I mean,
Seriously good wine for the price.
for the price point. Okay, so if I do this. Maybe not. Okay. There you go. Let's move on to the 2020 now. So I have the same wine from Vineland Estate, their entry level from the iconic 2020 vintage, the big, bold, rich vintage that we all know from Niagara. That some call the vintage of the century and this and that. We've been talking about it for years now. But let's taste that entry level wine from that very known vintage to see. Now we can see the difference between the 18 and the 20, the tannin. The tannin are kicking in. So the guests here can also test the both side by side. It was fun to have, and that's why I love doing that kind of thing for a specific reason that I can do side by side. Like the possibility of side by side on the table here, it's almost infinite. But to taste these two side by side, 18 and 20, now you see that 18 is at the softness level that there's not, there's not a 5-year left in that wine. That 2020 though, the tannin are still kicking in on the mid palate. The dark chocolate is absolutely exploding also on the mid palate. Dark fruit, but also spark of red fruit throughout. So the acidity is still there. At $15.95, okay? Let's keep that, okay, try to wrap your head around that. $15.95. Last time I went to IGA, my small Summerland grocery store here, you know these Tropicana orange juice, like the 3 liter or the 2 liter of it? Now it's like $14.95. So here my bottle of wine, my 2020 Cab Franc at the same price and my bottle, but my orange juice at the grocery store. That's how $15.95 is ridiculously low, or my $14.95 orange juice ridiculously high. Take it the way you want, but amazing $15.95 red wine. I give that wine a 92 points. Okay, why? Because I always say price definitely matters in the scorings, in my scoring system. And at 15.95, that deserve a half a point extra for value proposition. I mean, I will be curious later on how in terms of value, which wine can compete with that $15.95. I will ask Clay here because he's been helping me getting organized here. Clay and Joanna and Mira have been such a great help all day long. Let's put that $15.95 aside, okay? Because in terms of value, I'll be curious if there's any of these wines on the table today. I'll make sure that everyone has some, but I really, really want, just for me to remember that this wine deserves an award before the end of the day. Oh, I can see some comments popping up here, Mira. Awesome. Yeah. Oh, $15.95 Cab Franc from Vineland. I absolutely. Hey?
Rating or
Oh, there you go. There you go. Okay. Now, after that, let's go to, I think there's one more wine under $20, and it's from Fogelar. Mark Pister, the founder of Collab Wine. It's a group of small winery owner, virtual winery, who source grape across Niagara, and all operate at Mira Winery under the group of Collab Wine. We have a few of them here who send wines, and Mark is the leader of that little group here. That includes Divergence Wine, Liebling, Mead Wine. So like the group of these small artisan winemaker all operating together and helping each other. It's a really, really cool concept. But Mark has 3 Cab Franc. He has 2 single vineyard Cabernet Franc, one from the Picon Vineyard in the Vinemount Ridge appellation, one from the Grimsby Hillside Vineyard in the Lincoln Lakeshore appellation, but he also make a blend of the two, which is white label Fogellar. This one is from the 2023. The 3 Cab Franc that he sent me are all from the 23, and they have not been released yet. So he said, Colonel, I want you to taste them live. Tell us all, what do you think? And we're going to release them later. So it's very interesting. We're the first to taste Fogellar 2023. And by the way, I believe that we have like a 7 or 8 year vertical of Fogellar here sitting in our, well, so now I'm going to get rid of my Vineland and we're going to pour Fogellar. Oh, nice color. Nice color, eh? A little purple here. That's Fogellar. 12.6% alcohol. It's a 1995 wine. So not like, again, something that Ontario keep impressing me and blowing my socks off. Sometimes just showing the extreme value of some of their producer. And here, Mark Pister with Fogellar, 1995. This is the blend of his 2 vineyards where he sources grapes from Picon and from Grimsby Hillside. A little muted on the nose. There's not a ton coming out on the nose right now, but I mean, it's young. There's a little bit of floral tone to it. Red fruit, much more red fruit than the 2020 Vineland. Like definitely red fruit, crab apple, red cherry. This is what I call crunchy. This is a crunchy wine. The tannin are snappy. The acid is sky high. It's definitely red cherry and cranberry sauce. That's what I got here. You guys don't have to whisper. It's all good, okay? You don't have to whisper. Mira, I will ask here the crowd, okay? If people who are listening right now, if you can't hear me properly because I have people backstage here. If the tone gets too loud, there you go. There you go. You guys let me know. Put in the comment that you can't hear me. Which winery just arrived? So we just got shipment. Oh, more Cab Franc. This is from Andrea Kaiser. So this is Dria's wine, just arrived by Purolator, the 2023. So we're gonna pop the cork up here. So here, 2023, Dria's wine, and I think Andrea's wine source or grape. I believe this is from, Niagara on the Lake. Yep, Niagara on the Lake, BQA. There you go. I'm going to have help here. And BQA, you're up on the lake. Let's see what's coming out of that. That's going to be fun. This is from Ontario. The price point, if I have people here back, I'm going to put you to work, you guys, eh? You're coming here, you're eating cheese and charcuterie. It looks like if you're living the dream, right? Oh, we're gonna put you to work. If someone can tell me how much Drea's wines is, that'll be good. Thank you, guys. Clay, can you tell me what's the ABV on that?
We are at 12%.
12%. There you go. And someone's gonna give me the price whenever.
Coming.
So let's go back with Fogellar because I really like what Mike Morkpister do. Year in and year out, he's a master of extracting terroirs and showcasing vintages. So here, the 2023, it's really youthful, but I love that. Okay, this at $20. This is a 90 plus a wine. It's crunchy, it's juicy, it's bright, and well balanced. I like that the alcohol level is pretty much like around 12 and a half.
39.50.
You know what? I think I'm going to go 91 points with that $20 Fogellar.
Wow.
I love that. Yep. Here, Fogellar 2023 Cab Franc. This is an absolute beauty. For the price point, 91 points. Carl's Wine Club. I'm the first one to rate it. Mark, I hope. Oh, jeezy moly.
Mayor Spitzer, you're not allowed to open it.
No, I'm not. Okay. Because we're talking Cab Franc here, I just got this is an engraved magnum with the Carl's Wine Club logo, Mira's name on it. This is what I was talking about earlier with the legacy bottle. So that's Vineland Estate with the 11-year Solera system in that. We tasted that at the Pan Canadian this year. So we have 3 Cab Franc that we've tasted this year at the Pan Canadian on the table. We have the Suan Chestnut Tree. We have the Legacy. We have the Carl's Wine Club wine. So
It's pretty slick.
it is.
I gotta
pretty
take a
slick.
picture to show you guys what it looks like from Carl's view here, because it's pretty ridiculous.
Woohoo.
There
Hey,
you go.
that's it. That's it.
A wild amount of bottles in behind you.
Um, so fun. Hey, Mira, I need before you go get our son,
Yeah.
I need you to taste that. Clay, can you please put a splash of Fogellar 1995 wine right over there, right in front of me? Nope, behind you.
Oh, behind you.
Behind you.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
That 1995 wine
Yeah.
surprised you? This is the one we have a vertical of, right? This particular one.
We have the single vineyards as a vertical. This is the blend of the two.
Oh, that's
Crunchy.
really nice.
You go with that because I already
I'm good.
tasted it. Okay.
So, so I'm gonna go. Do you want me to put your interview with Jean Benoit?
Not yet. We're going to do that a little later. I think we're going to put the interview with Jean Benoit after Alejandro.
And Ali's coming at 5, right?
Ali's coming at 5:30, I believe.
Okay.
I believe. So we're going to.
I'll go get you.
Perfect. So we're going to go through a few more here, entry level. So we have 2 Vineland, 1 Fogellar. You know what? Guys, if you're okay with that, what we're going to do, because we already tasted Fogellar, now we're going to wait. We're going to taste the 2 single vineyard a little later, side by side. That's what we're going to do. Now, let's see what's next on deck here. I think we're going to go with, we are going to go with the Mouchadre Vineyard, which has been a favorite of Carl's Wine Club for many, many years. This is from the Lake Erie North Shore appellation. And Mouchadre has his 2021 Cabernet Franc, which is a vintage that I really, really like from Mouchadre. Gold medal at the All Canadian. $21.95. That's the price of Musha Dre. See, gold medal at the All Canadian, $21.95. 12.8% alcohol, 410 cases made. This was 12 months in French oak. Couple barrels of new, mostly second and third fill. Now, 4 years of age. Okay, that's spice. When I'm going to talk about pepper, spice, boom, really quickly, the pepper just hits you. There's some floral component. I like the oak profile as well. So this wines has oomph. This wines have personality. This is balanced though also because the acid is pretty bright. There's that floral, but the dark fruit, also a little brightness of cranberry, who keeps everything lifted. The tannin hasn't disappeared. The tannin are still there. The dark chocolate still kick in a little bit more like mocha coffee. It's not as pure chocolate. There's also that coffee type of release after the mid palate. There's also, it's not only pepper, there's also cardamom, maybe cinnamon, like that full Christmas spice. There's definitely some new oak in there. I'm not sure how much, but there's definitely some. I like that the tannin are still acting and still present. So for me, this wine 2021 for $22. I mean, it shows that there's still at least 3 more years to shine before I would say going down. So we're 2025, 2028. I mean, this is a very good showcase for a 2021 wine. I love that. Let's get to. I mean, this is a gold medal wine. Like, I mean, like this is 22. Like, this is the 91 points. I mean, there's no doubt about that. Delicious. Musha Dre crushed it again. Now, let's get that off my spreadsheet here. Though $20. Now we're done with the $20. Let's go get our first BC because now we already have 3 on 4. What? 3 or 4 Ontario red Franc. So let's go to BC for the first time, and we'll go all the way down to Osoyoos. It's Border Town Winery. So the winemaker of Border Town is also Daniel Balterin, the owner of Seven Direction. Daniel is a consultant winemaker as well and make the wine at Border Town. So we have here, it's a $25 or $26 Cabernet Franc, a little darker than what we've seen with the Ontario one. It's one of the warmest terroir in the country. We're down in Osoyoos in terms of degree days. We're in the desert. So the heat unit are unparalleled across the country. And so here what we have, this is the 2020 vintage. And we have, I think it clicks at, let me check here, Border Town, 13.3% alcohol. Okay. A little bit of herbaceousness on the nose. Darker fruit, definitely. Definitely darker fruit like mulberry, blackberry, black cherry.
20 so far, 16%.
So 2020 was a very hot vintage in BC. So when we have Osoyoos fruit from a very hot vintage, I mean, you can expect spice, you can expect extraction. I can see it in the color, but what I'm seeing here, it's brightness. There's a bright acidity in that wine. So very well made in terms of structure. It's very, very well made. It's not hot. It's not heavy. It's not over extracted. This is a very pleasant wine. $25. I mean, this is very well priced for entry level BC. I mentioned that many, many times in the past. One of the hardest thing to do from what I do is to find great value wine from the Okanagan. This is becoming rarer and rarer and rarer every year. The price of land, the price of grapes, multiple weather events. Mother Nature was not kind with the BC farmers in the last 4 or 5 years. If it's fire, it's two frost event, wildfire. So it made like the cost of the grape, of the raw material, has increased dramatically in BC, and the price of land always been very, very expensive. Vineyard are much smaller here, so the economy of scales is completely different. Also, the terrain, the terroir, much more montane. It's not as flat as what we have in Ontario. So much harder to get machine harvest. It's all hand harvest, which is much more expensive. So the whole 9 yard makes that the BC wines are usually more expensive than the Ontario wines, especially in Niagara. $25. This is pretty darn good. I like what Mohan just did. Mohan and Daniel did it with Border Town. I have to say, this is a 90+ point. I really like that. I really, really, really like that. So we'll boom here, 90+. I like the acid too. I'm a sucker for tannin too, so I like a wine with grip. And yeah, 5 years old, but very well. This wine is aging very well, so no complaint here. There's much more to come. There's much more in that wine. Like, this wine is not even close to hit this prime. So yeah, very, very cool. 31, 25. Okay, well, how about we go from Osoyoos to the Niagara Bench? Okay, we will go with Tightrope. Tightrope is one of the wineries that we're going to feature in a few weeks. So yeah, very, very excited. I have some bad vintage Tightrope in the box right there, kicking on the corner, some older Syrah, older Rieslings. So we have some very cool stuff coming with Tightrope. But this is their brand new release of their Cab Franc 2022 vintage. This is a blend of Thomas and Fleet Road Vineyard. Fleet Road also has a really good block of Merlot. Of Pinot Noir for the Fleet Road. So also some fruit from Oliver as well. So it's a VQA. It's BC VQA Okanagan Valley. So it's not only from Naramata. You have a blend of fruits, Naramata Bench and Oliver. What else? 12 months in French oak, 50% new oak. So, I mean, I think we went very far on the left scale of no oak or very little oak or only neutral oak. When it comes to Cab Franc, I'll be honest, I like a little hint of oak, of new oak in there. 50%, we'll see. But Lindsay, here O'Rourke usually does a really, really, really good job with their terroir. Now with a splash of grapes from Oliver in that blend, let's see where it lands. So you guys spend the week on the Naramata Bench, so probably what 10 minutes from the Silva down the road towards the village. Super cool place to see.
It's amazing. It's great.
Have you been? You guys visit the Tightrope Winery?
Not yet.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful view as well.
It's a beautiful view everywhere.
We have visitor from Tavistock in Ontario, and it said the comment was, "It's beautiful everywhere." Yes, we do live in a very beautiful place, especially the Naramata Bench. Naramata Bench have something very, very unique in terms of terroir and in terms of scenery. I traveled the world in many different wine regions. It's very rare to find somewhere with mountain, lake, and like the whole thing combined makes it very unique and very special. So let's see what Tightrope has to offer. Youthful. I mean, this 2022 is just getting started. Red fruit, definitely on red fruit. Red cherry, raspberry, a lot of raspberry, a hint of fresh herbs, leather, maybe tobacco leaves as well. The tannins are sticky right now, which for me, 12%, 12.5% alcohol. So it's low alcohol, it's bright, it's crisp, it's a crunchy wine. It's lively, there's tension to it. It's a little bit more, I wouldn't say Loire style, but it's a lighter style. This is nothing like the dark fruit South Okanagan or Niagara on the Lake type of Cab Franc, but this is lively, very lively. There's that stony finish that really stands out to me. That's very interesting. Here, guys, Tightrope, very well priced, $25.50. This is a very impressive price point. I love the finish. I really like that stony minerality on the finish. That's crunchy, eh? The red fruit just explode. I want to give that one 91 points.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. $25.50, very well priced. It's very lively, very lively. My mouth is watering.
Medium finish, medium plus.
Yeah, there's a little bit of oak spice coming out at the end too. But the oak is not dominant. Even if there's 50% oak in there, yeah, 50% new oak. I mean, this is already well integrated. I mean, I feel it in this in the tannin. There's a little wood, but I mean, I love that. I enjoy that. And you know what? It might be 91 plus. Yeah. You know what? I'm going 91 plus.
Revisit that in 3 years.
Oh, I think it's a good point here, but Clay has a good point. Revisit that in 3 years. I totally agree with that. Totally agree. Yeah. Okay, so this is fun. So let's go from, okay, we're going to do something fun here. Okay, we're going to go from Naramata Bench, Oliver Bland, 50% new oak. We're going to go back to Niagara, and we're going to do a 100% on oak. It's my only, I believe, the only wine who has not touched, or only spent time in not in concrete, but in stainless steel. So let's see, okay? Because we had the rosé from Freeform, or the red from Freeform, who I believe it's concrete, but this is stainless steel. So, oh, pure purple here. So it's called No. It's from Marinessen. So Marinessen Vineyard, they make some cool stuff. I don't know if you remember when we featured Marinessen maybe 3 or 4 years ago, they had a blend of a co-fermented Merlot Gewürztraminer. So okay, so I mean, this is pure fruit. This is floral. Yeah, lots of flower in there. Lots of floral tone. Woo! Ah,
Okay.
woo.
I like that reaction.
Yeah, this is different in a sense that my mouth is watery, high acid.
Beautiful.
High acid. The tannins are there. It's all about purple fruit, like it's blue plum, it's blueberry, it's like almost like fresh picked raspberry. Oh my God, this is really cool though. This is really, really cool. Let me find here. That's why. Okay, it's 2024 vintage. So this is the only 2024 vintage in the entire lineup, which is pretty cool because, I mean, this is just like freshly fermented, basically. 12.5%. Yeah, this is really cool. I think it's one of the only. Oh no, it is VQA. Okay. I really like that. Unfined, unfiltered, no oak. It's called the No. No, I'm a little bit okay. I'm gonna ask. Maybe I can have 3 pass. Okay, 3 free pass, and I can go to the crowd and ask for some opinion. Okay. I'm gonna ask the crowd here. I want all of you to have that No wine. I want your opinion. And I want you guys to give me a score. You guys know me for a long time now. You know how I score wine. Clay, you score one as well. We have a similar, we are often around the same numbers. Because, okay, no, it's not a 93 points. It's not a 92 points, but this is at least 90 points to me. I like how the acid absolutely like come through and wash off your mouth and make your mouth water.
That's a great dinner wine.
It's a great dinner wine.
Table wine. He's a spaghetti sauce, a marinara.
Sometimes on oak wine, especially with big reds,
What's the price point?
$26.
What do you think?
I mean, you sometimes big red on oak are a little thin. They're like sometimes like it's missing something, right? I mean, this wine is fun.
Yeah.
This wine is good.
That's party wine.
I would say 90 plus. That's my call here. I don't know what you guys think, but no.
Just for the record, I called that first.
Did you?
I did.
There you go. You got the record. We'll get you on record.
On record.
There you go. So
That's decent.
that is really cool.
Deep notes.
Yeah. Oh, big time.
Right? Flower. Like violet, maybe like rose petal, cranberry sauce. This is fun. Like that. Okay. This is tasted. So let's I might do a few more, and after that, we'll take a little break and we'll recap what we've done so far. But so far, so good. I'm really happy. I mean, I would like to repeat what my take on Cab Franc. It might be the most consistent red grape in the whole country. I mean, in every region, there's some good Cab Franc producer. We not only producer but growers. That grape grows well consistently, good vintage and tougher vintage. So this is a very very well versed type of grape, and we see it here with all of the scores. I mean, this is a good start. This is a really really good start. Let's see. If anyone can tell me the K Vintner, the price point on the K Vintner.
Yeah.
Please and thank you. Oh, that'd be great.
Looking for it.
Thank you. That might be a new release, though. I think that we are.
Website, yeah.
And probably non-BQA. No, BQA Okanagan Valley. Okay, so the fruits are from the Okanagan, not from the Similkameen. K Vintner, it's one of the brand of Daniel Bonterin at 7 Directions. So Bottega Wine Studio, K Little Vintner, and 7 Directions are all from Daniel Bonterin at Bottega Wine Studio. And this is the entry-level value wine of Daniel.
$34.
$34. So let's, I think that's my next one. New wine. I don't think it's been released yet.
Just on the website.
Right?
Just on the website yesterday.
Okay, it's just been released.
Yeah.
Okay. Just been released. Interesting. Perfect. There's a little 5% Merlot in there. Okay. That's okay. As long as it's 80% Cab Franc, I'm fine with that. So we do 5 Merlot. And let's give it a sniff here. Let's see. I'm a big fan of what Daniel's doing. I tasted the Bottega Cab Franc that we're going to taste much later because it's one of the premium wine. I tasted that one in Darryl, and I'm very excited. So this is the little guy, K Little Vintner. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Spicy. I like that. Spicy, good tannin. Good length as well. What's the alcohol level in that? What, 13? It doesn't seem hot at all. 13.5. So 2022 was a great vintage, but it was a vintage with precision, I would say. And it showed in the white a lot. See, this is a medium body. This is not overripe, not over extracted. Another wine but this one is not exclusively on red fruit, I would say. It's a good blend. It's a good mix of red and black fruit. Just a little bit of black fruit. There's definitely a little bit of mocha as well. The tannins are sticky. This wine will last another 5-6 years before it smooths down. Like that.
I'm getting blue fruits.
Mm-hmm.
Plums.
This is good. This is crushable. $35. I mean, we're entering the mid-tier price point at $35. But I mean, this is still well priced. I will give that wine a 90 points. And yeah. Well done, Danielle. I think that wine, and I have to project here. This is very young. I like the potential of that. And I said like 4 or 5 years. And I really believe that in 3 years, this wine will start showing its true colors. Even if it's a more of an entry level type of wine, this wine deserves a little bit of time and showing great right out of the gate. So that's my point here. I like that. Good job. Yeah. Okay. So here. I have a $31 here. Just trying 32. Okay, so let's go from the Similkameen. Let's go to Liebling wine. We're gonna do this here. 2023 from the 4 Mile Creek appellation. So 4 Mile Creek is one of the warmest spot in Niagara on the Lake. Seems like the Openlander sisters have kept the alcohol level pretty low. So from a family of grape grower, Ali Openlander became winemaker, and their dad like grape grower for like 40, 50 years in Niagara on the Lake. Very well-known grape grower. I'm happy to see that Ali is taking over some winemaking using her dad's fruits. She's operating out of the Collab group at Mary Nesson. So let's see what she has in store here for our Cab Franc. Only 100 cases made, $32 a bottle. This is a 18 months in French, 25% new oak, French oak. Red fruit on the nose, a little bit of sandalwood, like leathery. A little bit of Loire Valley here on the nose. A little bit of Chinon Noir. One thing that stands out to me with that wine is texture. Texture is very soft and creamy on the mid palate. The transition from plum, it's a little plummy, not overripe plum, though I would say more of a blue plum in the opening, a little torque of red fruit close to the mid palate, and transitioning a little bit towards darker fruit past the mid palate. I would say maybe like black raspberry. There's a very, very soft tannin for 2023. Textural, approachable, soft, low alcohol. This is very approachable wine. I'm not sure how long, if this gonna last. This is probably not a 10-year wine, but for a half a decade wine, been drinking from now until 2030. This is really good, really, really approachable. So Liebling here, approachable, 90 points. Nothing wrong with that. Well done. The Openlander Vineyard by Ali Openlander. Liebling wine, approachable. That's how I will describe that wine. In one word, that's what comes to mind.
Sure tell the difference East Coast to West Coast.
Different color than the last one.
Rounder fruit.
Dark purple.
This is soft. This is, yeah, really soft. Okay. So we're around the $32. So let's keep going on. What do I have here around that price point? 35. Maybe we can do that. 36. Okay. You know what? First and foremost, let's do the Tantalus. Tantalus wine right here. Thank you. There's very few bottles where about the Pinot style bottle, and Tantalus has one of them. And let's see. This is a winery out of Southeast Kelowna. David Patterson, winemaker, very well-known winemaker, does incredible job with Riesling in the East Kelowna Slope appellation. This is BCBQA Okanagan Valley. This wine's sourced fruits. Let's see here if I can find that out, where the fruits are sourced from. Osoyoos. So this is Osoyoos fruits. Bring in at the winery. I think that David has is very long-term grower. Sorry, I have a little. If there's any meat left, maybe I will have a. Salami or whatever charcuterie, if it's possible. That'd be great. So yeah, let's go to Tantalus. We have a 13.8% alcohol. This is a brand new 2023, so this wine was just released. I like the nose. There's a little bit of oak on the nose, which I like. Also some red fruit. Hint of floral. Sweet dark cherry. Soft. Really, really, really soft. 15 months. This is a 15 months in oak aging here. I like how, maybe I don't know if it's my my salami, but like a sweeter type of cherry on the opening. I'm gonna look at the crowd here to tell me what the beautiful color. I really like that color here. I'm a big fan of that wine. We may have a leader in the clubhouse here.
These are gold. Jesus.
Oh, yeah. That's a solid.
I really like that. Great price point too. $32. I agree with you.
Bright red fruits.
Bright red fruit, but sweeter, like sweet red cherry.
Yeah.
Almost like maraschino cherry.
Very nice.
You know what? I'm gonna settle with 91.
Yeah.
I'm gonna settle with 91 point, which is absolutely fantastic. I would like to remind people who are listening, if you wonder why my scores are fairly high, everything over 90 right now, it's because wineries have sent their top wine. So they really have selected something that showcased very, very well. And yeah, it really shows into the flavor profile and really shows into the score as well.
It's interesting who didn't send.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's put it that way. Okay, so here we are. I'm gonna do the side by side of Mark Pester Fogelard, the two single vineyard. Okay, let's do that. These has to be tasted side by side just to see same vineyard, same vintage, same winemaker. This is the two ingredient that made the $91.20 Fogelard that we tasted earlier. Okay, this is the single vineyard Grimsby Hillside from the Lincoln Lakeshore appellation, and the Picon vineyard from the Picon is from the I have a blank from the Vinemont Ridge appellation. Okay, so two single vineyard side by side. Picon is a little darker. Yeah, a little darker than Grimsby Hillside. I have to say that I am a big fan of Grimsby Hillside. Our friend Ilya Senchuk at Leaning Post does some fantastic things with Grimsby Hillside. Thomas Batchelder does some fantastic things with Grimsby Hillside. One of the very top source of fruits in Niagara. So these wines are not released yet. Grimsby has a little bit higher alcohol than Picon, but marginally. So yeah, non-released wine. Let's see. So what we have to learn here, it's Grimsby Hillside is one of the closest vineyard to Lake Ontario. Massive body of work, tempering effect. So a little warmer spot here near the lake. Vinemont Ridge is all the way at the top of the escarpment. It's one of the further appellation from the lake. So very different. So Picon, a little bit on dark fruit. Grimsby Hillside is it's more stony, more on red fruit. Picon is a little bit more on dark fruit. I think the tannin is it's more pronounced on Grimsby Hillside. The tannin hits you differently though. I think I prefer Picon. I prefer Picon than Grimsby, which I'm usually a big fan of Grimsby. The white pepper. Oh, fuck, I love Picon. Yeah.
Drinking nicely right now.
Yeah, I think Grimsby needs a little bit more time. But Picon has some edges. Picon has some spice. You know what? I'm going to give 92 points to Picon.
I like it.
You're going, yeah.
Yeah.
It's unanimous.
You're doing wins. Yeah.
And I'm going 90 points for Grimsby.
Still a nice one.
92 and 90. But Picon is freaking amazing. Yeah, with the cheese, it changes too. Yeah.
Splashed on my face.
All right, having a quick little bite here. So,
Yeah.
Alessandro, winemaker at Fort Barons, are going to be joining me soon. So it's going to be interesting. So if I can have the two Fort Barons wine out, that would be great. So I'm ready for Alessandro when he tunes in. Before that, let's do the Watchful Eyes Cab Franc here, 2022. So Watchful Eyes is a brand new winery from the Beamsville bench. Let me watch. There you go, the 2022 here. Yeah, very tiny operation out of the Beamsville bench. Or yeah, well, this is Lincoln Lakeshore appellation for the vineyard. Yeah, Lakeshore Road. So it might be not. Maybe I'm wrong. It's not the Beamsville bench. But yeah, Lincoln Lakeshore. Sorry, made a mistake here. So anyway, tiny small operation. The Cab Franc just won gold medal and got a 93 points from Wine Align. 13.5% alcohol, and it's a $34 wine. So it's very interesting because right out of the gate, they're 22 won gold, and the 21 reserve that we're gonna taste maybe after the interview got double gold at the Okanagan. So that tiny small winery who's doing, I believe, some Sauvignon Blanc, also some Chardonnay, also do two different Cab Franc. So I'm pretty excited here. Mm. 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 You know what? I can see why they won gold. That structure of that wine is straight as an arrow. To me, when I close my eyes and I imagine a bright Niagara Cab Franc, that's exactly what I imagine. I want you guys to pass that bottle along.
Here we go.
Red cherry, black forest cake, stony texture, but very soft mid palate. The tannins are there. I can feel the oak, not overpowering, but this is a very well balanced wine. Very, very well balanced wine. This is stunning. This is stunning.
That's a real surprise. That is.
Yeah.
This is balanced, but it's also complex. There's some complexity in there. There's some layers. There's some blueberry, but there's some blackberry. There's some red fruit. There's a floral component. The spice is there, but not overly not overly present. This is a stunning wine. This is a stunning wine. This is a 92 plus. This is a Yeah, this is one of the best. This is probably the best wine I've tasted tonight, especially in terms of complexity.
And price?
$33.95. Now we're in the middle of, like, we're really in the beginning of the mid tier, right? So now you better be good, very good to impress and to get a big score, because now we're getting into the $35 and above. So, and this is really, really good. This is good. Well done. The acid is bright, but not like balance. I think if I have to describe that one, it's balance. Surprised, pleasantly surprised by this new young player on the Niagara Cab Franc market. I just had a bite of old cheddar, so I'm curious to see. Okay. So next, we'll do one more for Alejandro. Join us. We can do Cave Spring. We can do Meneed or Trail Estate. So let's do Meneed wine, 2023 Meneed right here. Okay, and we can put on deck Trail Estate from Prince Edward County. So Meneed Wine Co. This is another small artisan winemaker who operates out of Marinescent under the Collab portfolio. Tiny production. She makes, which, I don't know what I say she. I'm not sure if it's she or he, but let's see here. Let's see. I would love to know more. That. Wine Co. There you go. Let's see who's behind that. Really cool packaging here. Have a hard time loading. There. Okay. Or not. Well, let's taste. Oh, darker color. Oh, darker color. A little bit more oak on the nose. There's more serious here, okay? This is that explodes all of the gate. Unfined, unfiltered, so all natural. There's definitely some herbaceousness on the nose. Small batch wine. It's herbaceous, but it's also floral. Some dark fruit. It's dark in color. So what's intriguing here, it's a single vineyard, single block wine. So let's get back here. It's Grimsby Hillside. So we tasted Grimsby here from Fogalar, side by side with Picon. And this is from the block 275. So single vineyard, single block. It's really leathery on the nose. Tan leather. Oh, this is good. Jeez. Feel like a broken record here. No, it's Meneed wine. So Yvonne
Scriven.
Yvonne Erden, winemaker. Wow. Really cool. Really good wines. It's very good.
Solid depth.
Depth, like deep. Deep on the nose, deep on the palate, deep on the color. I mean, it's underpriced at $38, at $37. Wow. I don't know if you guys agree, but there's a decent amount of oak in there.
Good aging potential.
Got aging potential. The acid is there.
Good acid.
Good acid. This can last at least 10 years. No issue.
Wow.
Eh? I mean, if I project that,
Hold on, lip smacking going on.
Yeah.
lip smacking, is it too much?
No. No. Yes.
No, eh? Is it not, eh? It's like, so, hey, you know what? We have our first 93 of the night. We sure do. We sure do. Solid, solid, solid wine. Whoa, that is fun. Holy smokes. Let's go. Oh, much lighter here. Much lighter. Trail Estate from Prince Edward County. This is not estate fruit though. This is from Craig Wismer. So it's Wismer fruit. So it can be Foxcroft. It can be Wingfield. I cannot find the right answer, but it's 36 months in neutral oak. Very light in color. Almost like a light Pinot. Super floral on the nose. Super, super floral.
Kenzie's winemaker there.
Mhm.
Perfect, thank you.
Mackenzie Brisebois, winemaker.
Darian reminded me of
Hmm?
Darian, that the silver reminded me of Mackenzie quite a bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is very different. This is almost like the opposite of what we just had. Very different style wine. But lighter. This wine can be drink cold cooler. You can almost put that in the fridge for 15, 20 minutes. And drink it like a gamay almost.
Wow. Yeah, this like that.
It's light. It's red fruit.
That's
Yeah.
It's floral. But there's some tannin. And there's some length. So,
No. You slip that in. Oh, yeah. Cool, like it.
90 points.
Rosé.
90 points here for Mackenzie's wine at Trail Estate, made with Craig Wismer's fruits. The Wismer family, some of the top grape grower in Niagara. There's a few of her SKUs that she brings grapes from Niagara. So yeah, here we are. When Mira comes back, we'll put our interview with Jean-Benoit Deslauriers at Benjamin Bridge. I had the privilege to spend another 10 minutes a couple days ago interviewing about the Nova Scotia Cab Franc. So we're going to taste some Nova Scotia Cab Franc very soon, you guys. How about we just tasted something light? How about we go back to the 2011 vintage? Let's crack Black Hills Salerhan 2011 because I don't know. Hey ho! How's it going? So I have no clue what to expect with that first vintage of Cellar Hand 2011. That was an incredible surprise when I went to Black Hills a couple days ago to pick up first say their Cab Franc 2021. They say, Carl, I want you to taste this online. So you need to be very confident about your product to now 14 years of age. Back then, Cellar Hand was purposefully made for to be the second label of Black Hills.
Mhm.
I remember brainstorming with
Okay.
no Mira, please help me. Black Hills, who's our friend? Glenn Fawcett. There you go. Sorry, I just had a blank. So brainstorming with Glenn about Cellar Hand long time ago, back in the day was when Glenn was at the head of Black Hills. And it was so cool to see that bottle coming out of the production facility a couple days ago. And now here we are, 2011 vintage. Huh. Okay, pass this along. Now that deserves some post and some social media attention. We're tasting a 14-year-old Cabernet Franc. I couldn't find any information, neither any price point. So let's enjoy.
Graham Pierce.
Well, Graham was the winemaker.
Of this one.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Yes. 2011.
Okay. The tannin are still so the tannin are still present. The fruit is kind of in the mid body. Blue, a lot of blue fruit. To me, that's blueberry. Blueberry pie. Mixed with the oak spice. There's not a like, I mean, the acid's still there. This wine hasn't collapsed. I mean, this is still, I wanted to say fresh, but this wine is not on the downslope in any way, shape, or form. This is pretty surprising. I don't know about what you guys think, but
Nice mature notes.
I mean, there's no oxidation on the
There are no tertiary
nose.
flavors of it.
There's no tertiary. It's not about like there's no brown sugar. There's no,
The color is still purple.
the color is still there. There's no brown, orange. It's still purple. So this is very surprising here. So this is Black Hills Cellar Hand, the second label of Black Hills back in the day. So this is an antique type of wine. This is not something you find on the market.
It's vintage.
This is fun. And I mean, the tannin are still there.
Yeah, said that he's down, but it's not.
This is pretty.
I know.
Yeah.
This is a pretty wine. This is a fun and pretty wine. I mean, this is hard to rate. In term of like how surprised I am, this is a 94-point surprise. I mean, I would give that 90 plus. 90 plus points. Yeah, I mean, this one has still have a 2-3 years easily before collapsing. I mean,
Still, oh yeah. This is the wine I want to drink. We drank that.
So, are we midway through? No,
Yeah, maybe.
not even close.
Not even close.
Sorry.
Maybe.
I need some food.
What's coming?
Girl, am I checking?
We're not even close. Fine.
17 down.
17 down? Oh, shit. Okay. There's a lot more to go.
1/3 of the way there.
Okay.
33%. Maybe 20%.
So, now, Mira, if you have the interview close by, I would like to get Jean-Benoit on. And while we have Jean-Benoit talking about the the bit fundy and the single vineyard Cab Franc that they have in Nova Scotia,
Mhm.
and we can taste it in the back end while we let Jean-Benoit do the talking. That'll be great. So I will taste one more before we get to
Okay.
the interview, and because maybe Alessandro just joined. Maybe. Put this here. No, they have a private chat. Oh, he's here. He's here. He's here. So we'll bring him in. At the stage. There you go.
Carl, can you hear me?
I can sure hear you, my friend. How are you doing?
I'm good. I've been sitting here 15 minutes, my mouth watering with the good wines you've been drinking, so I enjoyed a glass while I was waiting.
2011 Cellar Hands, the second label of Black Hills. That was it's pretty surprising.
Yeah, fantastic. No, thanks for having me on again.
Hey, thanks for being here. Now, so just for people to know, I'm here with Alessandro Neal, the winemaker at Fort Barons in Lillooet, BC. So, Alex, great to have you on. It's always great to spend time with you, talk wine, talk Lillooet wine. I'm always so interested to hear more about your terroir out there because it's a unique terroir and it produces some very unique wine. And tonight we have just over 55 Cab Franc open here, and we're thrilled to have two from your portfolio, which is the 2021 Reserve and the 2022 Regular. So welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us. How about we start talking a little bit more about Fort Barons on its own and the location in Lillooet, BC?
Yeah, no, likewise. It's always a pleasure to be on your show and always a pleasure to talk wine with you. Yeah, so we've actually had a pretty heavy day in the winery. We are probably midway, maybe just past midway harvest. We brought in 20 tons of fruit today. We did our Grüne Veltliner, we did some Pinot Noir, we did some Riesling, a little bit all over the show. But yeah, so Fort Barons situated in Lillooet, the only winery, one of the only wineries up in Lillooet. It's the first winery for sure. And we get pretty warm days, cool evenings, which is the star of the region. It's great for acidity, great for color developments on the reds. And it's beautiful that we are quite isolated, so very few neighboring vineyards. So we're also one of the higher growing degree days in the region for sure, so up to 1600. So we grow anything from Riesling through to Cab Sav. Our main varietals are Riesling and Cabernet Franc.
So what makes Cabernet Franc being one of the stars of the show in Lillooet? Is it because of the diurnal difference? Is it because of the soil? Is it because of your approach? What makes Cab Franc so special down there?
A little bit of everything.
That's the right answer right there.
I love the diurnal shift. We don't lose our acidity. Our pHs remain nice and low, so we keep freshness. Although Lillooet is quite known for being really, really warm in the summer, it cools down significantly during the evening. So we maintain that freshness in our wines, which differs us a little bit to the South Okanagan. And that's in long ripening period. We bud break early in the season, and we have ripening up until sometimes the end of October, sometimes into November. I've picked before.
Oh, wow. That is late.
I've picked in November.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So 2021 vintage versus 2022, two completely different years. I mean, it's hard to have such a difference in two consecutive vintage. 21 was known as the heat dome here, and you guys lived it more than anybody else.
It's actually quite fun to go back. I haven't tasted this. I think it started with the 21. It's quite fun to taste because I haven't tasted this wine in a while. And yeah, going back to that year, that was my roller coaster year. It was my first vintage year. And yeah, we had the heat dome. We had 47, 48 degrees over a 3-day period. Yeah, it was hot. And also one of the coldest times we had as well in the winter. So quite an extreme vintage, very challenging vintage. So it's quite nice to go back and taste it now. It was also a vintage where COVID was sort of ending. So logistics was quite tricky. I didn't have my barrels on time. Nothing worked well in 2021, but we made it work and we did the best we could. So that is our reserve Cabernet Franc, the 21 vintage. It's from 2 parcels of vineyards, a small batch fermentation and punch downs, and combination of punch down and pump overs, and then barrel selection in the end. And I selected, I think on that one we did 12 barrels. 6 were new, 6 were second fills. And aged 15 months. And then you try to keep it a year in bottle before we release it. But yeah, again, tricky vintage. It was the vintage that Lytton had burnt down. I think everyone had the heat done. It was fun. It was a challenge for sure.
So, I mean, you have like one of your neighbors' city at Lytton, was some serious fire down there, some dramatic fires. And you guys, it doesn't seem like if you've been affected down in the bowl where you're located in Lillooet, because you lost a crop with your Pinot Gris, if I remember correctly. But I was expecting maybe a little bit of a hint of smoke taint. There's nothing smoke. There's no smoke taint in the wine at all.
Yeah, no, we are pretty lucky with where we're situated. Our lake is a very cold lake, and that creates a lot of wind currents. So we got quite a lot of wind here, and it depends where the wind is blowing, from the north or the south. That almost forms a wall that stops the smoke from getting to us. We do, unfortunately, some vintages, 21, I do have some blocks that were affected, some that not. Nothing bad. It is there as a hint sometimes, but I mean, that's, in my opinion, that sort of goes hand in hand with BC wine. Some vintages, it is what it is. We have fires every year. We just have to try and work around it.
That's true.
What I'm loving about this wine is it's, true Lillooet style. It's a nice, big, strong, bold red. The tannins are still very grippy. It was, I got quite a bit of sunburn on some of my grapes in 2021. It enhanced my tannin structure phenomenally, which I wasn't prepared for. And again, you just work around it. So still a youngster, in my opinion, showing now moving away from that blue fruit, moving more towards the darker fruits, and a little bit of that cigar box coming through.
Absolutely, the cigar box and almost the chewy tobacco leaves. Darker fruit for sure. And then when you go to the 22, that's much brighter fruit, crispy, crunchy. There's a different wines. Obviously, we got the reserve wine. So, what is the difference for you when you do the reserve line versus having the regular, not entry level, but let's say like the more affordable line?
So for me, for reserve will always be a small parcel, barrel selection type of wine, and classic. And it's the reserve is again more of a serious wine, made for aging, made for putting away, a wine for food, made for a specific purpose. And the classic for me is more your everyday drinking wine. I try to extract a little bit less, try and make them a little bit more fruit forward, less use of oak, make them more approachable. So just so you can enjoy them on a classic evening, a nice glass of wine. So that is
definitely much more approachable. So your 2021 reserve, what was the oak philosophy with that one?
They'll use about 50% new, 50% second fill, and it is 15 months in French oak, all French oak.
So 50-50, 50 new, 50 second fill. That's what I said to my people here in the backstage. Definitely the oak presence is right there, but not overpowering. But definitely here, and It's a full body wine, that's for sure.
Yeah, then again on the classic, I mean, this wine is at about 10% new oak, maybe 30% second fill, and the rest all neutral. I use a little bit more pump overs to extract more fruit, a little bit of warmer fermentation temperatures, and just a lot more approachable style of wine. This one, 2022 vintage, 22 was phenomenal. Everything just fell into place. I was comfortable with the blocks. I was comfortable with everything that worked in the winery. And everything was it just fell right into place like it should. So I love the 22 vintage. I think it's a very classy vintage. I think this is a very classic example of Lillooet Cabernet Franc.
I mean, this is much more something we can expect on a regular basis than 21, which is like much more a wine of extreme, right?
Yeah, when things don't reach 50 degrees Celsius, pretty much, yes.
That's a good point. That's a good point. So just to bring a little bit more of information about that heat dome, what's kind of effect that high 50-degree temperature has on the vines? Because we often think, oh my God, like the wine, the grapes must have ripened so much faster. But I think it's at the opposite. The vines shut down, right?
Correct. So most varietals will shut down at 38 degrees Celsius. Their stomata will close. So the stomata that is allowing photosynthesis to occur will close to preserve and keep moisture within the plant as a survival mechanism. So the plant is not photosynthesizing, therefore it's not ripening. So anything above 38 degrees Celsius, the plant's not doing anything except preserving water. Ideally, you want low 30s, high 20s, and then the vine is in its happy place. I can see it now. This is an interesting vintage we're having right now. We had late heat. So we had late August heat, and everyone thought, oh, now it's going to speed up ripening. And we had every day about 35, 36 degrees. It didn't. It slowed it down. My sugar stopped. Now that it's cooled down, it's accelerating very, very quickly. And on top of that, the heat dome, any bunches that are exposed to the sun that aren't protected by a leaf will get burnt. And I also had some burnt leaves. So my younger vines, they struggled a lot more because they don't have the bigger root capacity for a buffer. The older vineyards, they handled it perfectly fine. But we had some burnt fruit, burnt leaves. It was hot.
Yeah, no, definitely. When we on the taste profile, the 22 tastes much more. It's much more a classic Cab Franc taste. There's a varietal typicity on that one. So, what is the biggest difference between your terroir and Lillooet? That what you can find, let's say, find in the south of the Okanagan.
Biggest difference is the diurnal shift. Definitely big day and night difference in temperature. Because we have around the same growing degree days as a Suyus, close to 1600 growing degree days. But our average temperatures are slightly lower, and that's because of our colder evenings. And the only reason why we have that is because our height above sea level is actually lower than the Okanagan. When you come to Lillooet, you think, oh, we're really high up. You've been traveling up a mountain, but we're not. We're just below and above 200 meters above sea level.
Wow. Where would you rate Cabernet Franc in terms of importance in your portfolio?
Well, depends on what you like to drink, but in our portfolio, Riesling and Cabernet Franc being our top.
Yeah.
But I absolutely love Chardonnay. I love, other varietals as well. But our top wines that we do produce and really and thrive in this region is Riesling and Cab Franc.
Awesome. Alex, it's always great chatting wine with you. I really appreciate you jumping in, talking about these two amazing wines. So thank you so very much for tuning in. And we have another 40, maybe 38 more to go. So we're making our way all the way up to the ladder. Something pretty cool coming up next. It's a single vineyard from Nova Scotia coming very soon. I have an interview pre-recorded with Jean Benoit, the winemaker there in the Big Fundy. So it's going to be really cool to taste. So stay tuned.
All right. Thanks, Carl. Cheers. Enjoy.
Thanks, my friend. Cheers to you. Okay. Thank you. There you go. There you go. Our first guest of the night, Alexandre Neal from Fort Barons in Lillooet, BC. I love what Fort Barons do. We did what, one or two feature with them already with the club. I remember we did the little vertical of Meritage, mini vertical of Riesling. But as Alex is mentioning, Cab Franc and Riesling are two of the most important varietals in their portfolio. And like, I mean, these two wines are so different from each other. The 22, like we're mentioning here in the interview, very classic, crunchy, approachable, red fruit, floral notes, a little bit of spice, black forest cake. When we get to the 21 reserve, it's much darker, a little bit more tobacco, cigar. So really different outcome from two drastically different vintages in Lillooet. Well, not only in Lillooet, I would say probably across BC, where 2021 was known as the Heat Dome, and where Fort Barons is located. That's where they're 45 minutes away or 30 minutes away from Lytton, where they hit the hottest temperature in the world in one of the day of the Heat Dome. So, I mean, when we talk about scorching hot temperature, Lillooet has some of these heat spikes that you wouldn't believe, but 2022 was much more classic, cooler start, cooler summer, but very, very, very long fall. And that's what brought these wine to a perfect phenolic ripeness and great profile for varietal typicity. So in terms of score, so we are ready to score these two wines. I would say I would give the reserve, Fort Barons Reserve, I will go with 90 plus. And I will go 91 for the 2022. I like how classic the 22 tastes, how Cab Franc it is. The 91, the 2001 at 90 plus is a little harder for me to associate that vintage to Cab Franc, but I mean, they did a fantastic job preserving the typicity, preserving the outcome of that wine. But I love 2022, even if it's the entry-level wine. I like the price point of it, and I definitely really enjoy how this wine showcased these beautiful flavors of Cab Franc. So here we are. There you go. 2022 and 2021. So I don't know how you guys are doing at home, how many Cab Franc you've tasted, but I think we've tasted near 20 here. It's been a great evening so far. Mira, I don't know if we want to do our first draw of the night, or maybe we need a little bit more time to get that set up, I guess. Yeah. I can't put you on the spot, but maybe you can join me a little bit so we can chat. And that might give me just a 2-minute break here. Hey, how's it going?
Good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I sure can. So I can have a chip.
Mhm.
We can chat. So far, is there any wine ready
Good.
to hit the spot for you?
And you know how much I like my aged wines. So yeah, that was definitely my favorite so far. But now I'm finally settled down because our son missed the bus, so I have to go get him. But now I want to sit with all our friends here, all our members, and taste with you guys. It'll be a lot of fun. Oh, no, it's okay. Clay's bringing me more of the cellar hand. I won't hog the whole bottle, but I could. It's one of those. I could definitely. Hey, do you want to play the interview with Benjamin Bridge and then we'll reorganize your rest of your wines?
We sure can do that, though. I wouldn't mind to go to the bathroom and have a glass of water.
Yeah, because I think that
The whole 9 yards, I wouldn't mind at all.
so what I can do is I can get people who have left comments. I'm happy to do a draw. Is that how we want to do the draw?
That would be great. That's what I was hoping.
So if you're tuning in and you haven't left a comment yet, leave a comment and we will add you to the draw. Right now, I can't see all the comments, I guess, but I have Daryl, I have Ralph, I have Arthur, I have Dylan, and I have Elaine leaving comments so far. So anyone else who wants to leave comments, I'm going to check Instagram in a second too. We will put your names in a hat, literally, and pick one. Stacy and Jeff are there. Happy Wine Friday. Vendredi.
Happy Wine
So,
Friday. I love that.
Okay, I'm gonna kick you out. I'm going to chat with the members for a second while I write everyone's name on a paper here, and we're going to pick them out of a hat. Guess what? After that, we will go straight into the interview with Jean Benoit from Nova Scotia, which is very exciting because we have a Nova Scotia Cab Franc, don't we? And it's their first vintage ever, the 2016, I believe, which is freaking amazing.
You got that right with a nice wax stop. I mean,
Yeah, so that will be fun. So I'll do the draw, and what are we drawing for, Carl? Is it an Ovino or is it
no,
something?
we're drawing for a Carl's Wine Club 5-year anniversary Cabernet Franc, hand signed, engraved hand signed by Mira Boucher.
Wow. Just me?
Just you. You're that special. You are that special. So, oh yeah, she is.
Daryl. Okay, well, I'm going to kick you out, Carl. You go, and let's do this draw, and then I'll start up the interview with
You're kicking me
Jean
out?
Benoit. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I
thank
thought you said you have to go to the bathroom or something.
Well, I mean, yeah, maybe to have a time and all, and yeah.
Nice. Okay. Drinking a 5 white grape blend, Pinot Gris, Riesling, Pinot Blanc, Chardonnay, and Viognier. Daryl, that almost sounds like a Stratus wine. They've got, I think, an 8 grape blend in their one of their wines. And I got muted. Sorry about that. Okay, so Daryl, I've got your name on here. I've got Ralph. I've got Elaine. Elaine, I'm writing your name. Love the tasting so far. Awesome. Elaine. Amazing. Trius Icon Red in the Glass. Ooh, Stacy and Jeff, you each get a piece of paper. Here we go. Here we go. And Tracy says, hi, Stacy and Jeff. Stacy. So this thing with the engraving, it's a new thing. I kind of like crafts a little bit. And so I got myself a little hand engraver. So I'm going to engrave bottles more, but I'm not very good at it yet. So I'll record myself engraving this bottle for whoever wins it. And we'll see how that goes. I got to get good at the really nice the nice writing. Daryl, is Sandy with you? Does she get a prize entry? I'm going to write Sandy's name down just in case, just because she makes such great macarons. Even if she's not there, I think she deserves to be entered to win. And then Dylan and Cavell. Dylan, I know that they are joining us tomorrow, touring wineries, which is freaking awesome. Art, I see Art there. Art Fonseca, Cavell, I'm writing your name down too. Who else? Did I get everyone? I think so. So Cavell. Perfect. So now we have so many hats in our house, but when I need one, it's not right by me. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go like in my hand like this. See which one pops out. I might reuse these for later too. Let's see what other prizes Carl thinks of. I picked Ralph. So congratulations, Ralph and Elaine. You've got a hand-signed, engraved bottle of Carl's Wine Club Members Red, which, by the way, we're doing a secret sale on that. So if you wanted to stock up on more, there's not too many left of that wine. It's our club wine, our 5th anniversary wine. And until Sunday night, you can get it for $25 off and free shipping for every $25 off every 6 bottles. So somebody I saw just ordered a case, so they got $50 off the case, which I think is pretty awesome. And that's because we realized it's our 5th anniversary blend, and it is a blend of 2 clones of Cab Franc. So I will, you know what? You hang on one sec. I will show you what that bottle looks like and what's heading your way, Ralph and Elaine. Ralph, you'll have to let me know if you want just your name on it or if it should say Ralph and Elaine on it. And I'll engrave it and put from Mira on it for you. But yeah, let me grab it so you can see what it looks like. And then we're going to jump into the interview with Benjamin Bridges winemaker, Jean-Benoit Delaurier, who makes wines out in Nova Scotia and made a 2016 Cab Franc that we are tasting today, which I'm so excited about because this is like talk about emerging regions and places you wouldn't think Cab Franc would grow. So he says, thank you from Ralph and Elaine, both names. Gotcha. I will. Let me show you what it looks like. Look at that. See, that's what I was saying. It already has my signature on it. It has Brian Schmidt, the winemaker from Vineland that made this beautiful wine, Carl, my signature, but I have this handy new engraving pen. So I will record a little reel of how I'm going to write to Ralph and Elaine. Love, Mira. And then we'll get it nice silver engraved on there. It'll be fabulous. Yes. Heart from Mira. So there you go. Thanks so much for tuning in, you guys. This is awesome. We have a ridiculous amount of Cab Franc still ahead to taste. And I think I'm going to jump in and make it a little more interactive, shall we? Because we have a bunch of members here who are tasting with us. And so we'll have to have some, I don't know, maybe some shouting from the gallery or something just to get it a little more interactive and keep Carl on the balls, as he says. So anyways, Joanne is on. Hello, nice to see you. I have to add you to my hat of names here, Johan, because anyone who leaves a comment, we're doing some draws. So Jojo, there you are. Alan's with you. I'll add him too. Up the spice. Yeah, gotta spice it up because I mean it's Cab Franc night. Cab Franc is spicy, is fun. There you go. All right, Jean-Benoit Delaurier coming on here with an interview. It's like 4 hours later where he is than here. It's like 10:15 p.m. already. So we pre-recorded this little snippet. It's about 11 minutes long about how he made Cab Franc way out there, and we're going to taste the 2016 vintage. I don't think Carl, you haven't tasted the 16 from Nova Scotia yet, have you? No, we will right after this. So here comes the winemaker interview. Cheers, guys. And maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see here. Try that one more time. Yeah, might take just a second. I don't know what's going on with that bad boy. Johan Benoit, yes. Jean Benoit. There you go. JB Delaurier. We'll try it one more time. If that doesn't work, I've got another trick up my sleeve. Not to worry, not to worry.
Now we are in the middle of a Cab Franc marathon, an absolute Cab Franc mayhem from all over the country, BC, Ontario, all over. But guess what? We also have one Cabernet Franc from Nova Scotia. You got it, you guys, Nova Scotia. I'm joined here with Jean-Benoit Delaurier, winemaker at Benjamin Bridge. Jean-Benoit, my friend, how are you doing? Welcome to the show.
Well, the pleasure is all mine. Thank you so much for having me and including a Cab Franc from the East Coast in your Cab Franc marathon. How are you holding up?
Oh, I mean, this is fantastic, but I cannot be more curious. I remember it was maybe like 6 or 7, just before the Pan-Canadian Masterclass. We're chatting about everything wine, you and me, and you mentioned, it's like, oh yeah, we grow Cab Franc on the property. And I was like, what? And Mike, I got really, really curious. So now you need to tell me a little bit more about how much do you grow? Like what's the size of that block? And when did that Cab Franc program started?
Yeah, well, it is really a testament and an illustration of the extraordinary moderating effect of the Bay of Fundy, because this is a block of Cab Franc that is approximately 2.5 acres in size and is only a stone throw away from the Minas Basin, which is the very end of the Bay of Fundy. And it's on the Habitant estuary, actually, but we're talking about a few meters between the block and the water. So the moderating effect is as strong as can be. And as a result, it's got a distinct advantage during the winter months, from essentially dodging all the climatic bullet and hardships. And so it's continuously warmed by this non-freezing body of water. And shockingly, it's a block that is turning 30 years old this year.
30 years old! Oh my God, that's crazy!
And we're talking about no special viticultural practices, such as hilling or burying the vines, no geotextile, nothing like that. So it is almost in its original form. Some plants were replanted here and there, but it is actually an historical block. It's a bit of a viticultural treasure. It was planted by a doctor by the name of Alan McIntyre, and we bought the parcel from him, I think, in 2010. So and historically, the Cab Franc, with our climatic parameters, was definitely more suited for making like a Loire style rosé, because it was higher in acidity, and in some leaner years or cooler years, it wouldn't quite reach the maturity level that would be required for reds. But for the first time in 2016, it was the first sign of its time vintage that would provide the blueprint for what was to come climatically. So a drier year with an extraordinary amount of heat units, record at the time, and record heat units. And so that was our shot at making a Cabernet Franc.
And so 2016, what we have today was the first ever red only, like the red blueprint of a Cab Franc from the Bay of Fundy.
Yeah, and that was really a climatic opportunity that we tried to seize and capitalize. And then in terms of winemaking, I had the name dropping bit, but there's no doubt, that we were always fascinated by the Cab Franc from Saumur, like the Clos Rougeur, like that was always a bit of a,
who's not?
yeah. And so I actually visited with the Foucault brothers. We did a cellar tasting there, well, many moons ago. But yeah, I had a chance to meet them and spend some time with them in 2013, I think. And so that obviously was kind of like the stylistic reference point. But then you throw in the Nova Scotia variable, and obviously you have something that's radically different, but you can expect, something that's on the lighter side, but that is going to be aromatically very, very intense, texturally, and in terms of complexity, like it should have a lot to give, especially with several years in the bottle.
I mean, this is, and just a little parenthèse here because our listener a couple of weeks ago heard the story of Brian Schmidt visiting the Foucault brother at Chateau Claude Bougard, and like they have this amazing story about Charlie Foucault and his brother, and like Brian's still saying that it's one of the greatest moments of his winemaking career visiting out there with the Foucault brother. So there you go. You're the second Canadian winemakers that we have here on the show who made it to let's say the greatest place of Cab Franc on earth, probably the Mecca of Cab Franc. So back to your vineyard. Oh man, I'm absolutely I'm stunned here. I'm so thrilled. In terms of crop, like cropping, how many cases per block do you make a year? Like, I mean, is there a footprint, is there a blueprint of winemaking in that block? Because I guess that since 2016, climate's change and all that, so you had a few more vintage of red. And are you following a certain blueprint for your vineyard, or it's just like every vintage is something completely different?
Yeah, every vintage is unique, and we approach it as a case-by-case scenario. So that would be the short answer. But when there is a climatic opportunity to push the ripening, to the level that that makes a red not only a possibility, but that it has kind of a high ceiling starting in the vineyard, then we don't question it, and then we will inevitably do a red, which will have its fair share of whole cluster. So there's definitely going to be some stems in there, some pigeage, and we'll try to maybe age the wine in neutral oak. Like we don't have any new oak barrels anyways, so.
Yeah, so it's all new. It's all neutral. Okay, that was my next question. So, fermented and aged, or fermented in tank and aged in neutral, or fermented in neutral?
Fermented in vats or bins. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And, with oftentimes like very little destemming, and just a little pigeage to remove the juice.
And also, so let's get back to your portfolio at Benjamin Bridge. So once every blue moon, once every year that the climatic opportunity offer you that opportunity, you do a red. But what else do you do with that 2.5 acre block of Cabernet Franc? Is there any? Is it go sometimes on maybe a sparkling Blanc de Noir, or what do you do with that?
Always a Cab Franc rosé. So we make a Cab Franc rosé every year, and so that and that's something that can be done in any vintages really. So. And also, when it comes to heat units, the last, 4 of the last 5 vintages have been extremely warm. So it certainly seems to be pointing in the direction of us making more red going forward. But we've been producing a very popular Cabernet Franc rosé every year.
Awesome. Well, that is great.
Specific parcel, and that was
From that specific parcel. Okay. And is there any other parcel on the property, or this is the exclusive 2.5 acre, or you guys have already maybe scout, maybe scoop like a block or two that can be maybe in the future switch to Cab Franc or?
Yeah, well, there was a small extension there, so newer plantings on that particular property, but at the present time, it's the only block that we have. However, Cab Franc is grown by another independent grape grower that we so we get some grower Cabernet Franc as well.
That is incredible.
A little.
Jean Benoit, this is fantastic. We have Cab Franc from the Lake Erie North Shore, Cab Franc from Prince Edward County, Cab Franc from obviously Niagara on the Lake, all over BC, but also from Nova Scotia. So that is freaking fantastic, Jean Benoit. Thank you for doing that 2016 vintage. It's amazing. Thank you so much.
Well, the pleasure is all mine. Thank you so much, Carl, for everything you do, for the opportunity, and everyone have a wonderful Cab Franc marathon.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
Bye.
Woohoo! Carl Boucher, very nice. And guess what is in our glass? It is Jean Benoit's wine from Nova Scotia. And it's their first vintage of Cab Franc that he was talking about, isn't it?
That is really cool. Super, super cool. 2016 vintage. I mean, it's a little crazy how, okay, on the nose, you get a little bit of oxidation, but like the oxidation whiffed off, like go off pretty quick. And the palate is still pretty crunchy. The palate still have acid and it's alive. And there's a little bit more texture than I was expecting. I mean, first ever, red Cab Franc from that small 2.5 acres on the Baie Fundy, like Jean Benoit was mentioning at the very beginning of the interview. It's like 5 feet from the cliff. I mean, there's no vines closer to the Baie Fundy than this little block of Cab Franc. So, I mean, it's a historic piece of land. It's an incredible wine, the first ever, and we have a bottle here, so it's really, really cool. I like what Lorna said here in the crowd, and she mentioned there's kind of a sweet honey on the nose. I really like that. Like I can smell the honeycomb. And yeah, I love that. There's some red fruit also on the nose. There's some Christmas spice. Like almost like apple pie. Also.
Definitely feels very fall. Definitely the kind of wine you want by the fire. Lovely.
And the tannin are very present. There's like vibrancy in that wine, even for 2016. Like we're 9-year-old Baie Fundy, Nova Scotia. I'll give that wine a 90+ point. There's no price point attached. I couldn't find anything. I don't care. We have a Nova Scotia 2016 wines, extremely rare, and we have that in our lineup. It is really, really cool. So,
and the winemaker took the time to chat with us about it, which is even cooler. I love it. So awesome. So now we're going to spice things up a little bit, guys. We're going to spice things up. We've got some fabulous members here with us, sitting right around Carl. And I said we got to spice things up. So, what are we going to do, Carl? You're going to have two wines.
So I think, and I'd like to the crowd also to have. So we're doing two wines, okay? So they're going to pour me 2 wines. I'll try. There's one Ontario, one BC. I need to figure out which one is which. Okay.
Love it.
So Cleo, can you tell me which one is these 2 wines?
So we have Freeform.
Freeform from the Okanagan Crush Pad. It's
2019.
the 2019 Freeform.
And we have a Lely.
Oh, Lely Vineyard 2022.
2020.
Okay, 2022 Lely and 2019 Freeform. Perfect. Now my job is to find which one is which. And okay, so one is much darker than the other. So I would say that the free form is the one on the right because it smells much more natural and they make wine naturally. So I'm not gonna taste them. I will say that the right nose, the left nose, it's much more classic. Much more, and I goes with the much more classic, and the free form is the one with a little bit more of a weird natural approach. That's what they do. It's natural wine. So Clay, what do you think?
You're dead on.
Dead on. So I didn't even need to taste it. Boom. There you go.
Yeah. Ooh.
Let's say a little flash score here. Mm. Mhm. Oh, it is good. Oh,
Yeah. he's
crisp
just
and
blessing.
crunchy. Red fruit, spice, leather, and on the free form is completely different. Softer, not the same kind of tannin, much more on the black plum, not as much on the back end. So I would go 89 plus for the free form and 91 for the Lily. I really like the Lily.
But what I want to know, and the people around Carl should like yay or nay or whatever, but did he get it right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. There
I
it
did.
is.
Oh yeah, I did. I did on the nose. I did it on the nose.
I didn't hear that. Okay, okay.
Yeah. The nose was what happened here is that one was smelling really Cab Franc, and I truly like smelled the Ontario Cab Franc, and the other one was a little bit more funky. Knowing that Freeform was in the two,
Yeah,
I
no,
really went for.
And Simone's saying you're just flexing because you're doing it just on the nose. But I got to tell you, I mean, this has been like since I've known you, Carl, like even way before you were tasting Canadian wines. Back in the day when he thought we can't really make wine in Canada and he only tasted like very high end international wines. That was always his party trick. I'd be like, look, I have this husband and he can like smell a wine and tell you what it is. I always thought it was pretty wicked skill. Good party trick, Carl. You still got it.
I still got it, and thank you. I appreciate that. Now we have Poplar Grove Mountain single vineyard Naramata Bench, and Black Market 2022. So one is 2020, one is 2022.
Two BC wines from like maybe
Those are two BC. So next,
We got to the 30s. We're almost there.
10-minute
so let's do one Ontario, one BC. Okay. We'll go
you're
with
gonna do one Ontario, one BC. Never
That's
mind.
okay. Let's do the two BC. Or let's do the two BC. I would say on the nose. Okay, I will stick with the nose and the collar. To my impression, left it's the Poplar Grove, and right it's the Black Market. Black Market. There you go. Why Black Market?
Already? Oh my God, you're good.
No, because Black Market Cab Franc is a little bit lighter. And when I look at the Poplar Grove, it's dark. It's bold. So I'm like, oh, wait a minute. This is not Black Market Cab Franc. So here we go. Now, flash score for you guys. Nice. I'm 2 out of 2, guys. Come on.
Nice.
There you go. So,
I'm sorry, what's the other one? Poplar Grove?
Poplar Grove, Munson Mountain, single vineyard. So, Black Market, if I was going on the palate, it was impossible to miss. There's a salinity in the Black Market Cab Franc and Cab Sauv from the 2022 that really stands out to me since I tasted them in barrel. And it has that same little salinity here. So unmistakable Black Market. Now, I've never tasted the Mountain Poplar Grove. So let's do it.
That was green pepper all the way. Sorry.
Mm. Rich, dark, bold. This is a powerful Cab Franc. This is 2020 vintage. It's really rich. I would say almost heavy. But this is, muscular Cab Franc. This is truly like South Okanagan. Even if the fruits are not from South Okanagan, this is the big, bold Okanagan Cab Franc. I will give Mountain Cab Franc 91 points and 90 plus for the black market. You know what? Wait a minute. These two wines are completely at the opposite of the spectrum. Black market is lighter, but more Cab Franc.
More classical.
Let's stick with that. 90 plus and 91.
Okay.
Black market.
We're giving away an engraved bottle. I'm going to engrave it with someone's name at our next draw here. So I'm just adding your name to the draw, just so you know. So anyone else, if you leave a comment, your name will be added to the draw. Very crafty too. See, I write it on a piece of paper now. We're going more low tech than the wheel of names. And I will pick it out of a hat, Carl's hat.
These are the next two.
They are.
Okay.
I mixed up the bottles too.
Okay. Hey, who? What? What just happened here?
Well, I added his name to the pile of the.
Okay. So
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
going.
okay, so what's
We're
your
going back to the rustic way of doing a draw. So we were pretty
Yeah.
Yeah, we were very technology driven in the past with our wheel and the whole thing.
I like the wheel.
Bring back the wheel. I like the wheel.
I like the paper. I like it. Okay.
It's fun to watch the wheel and it goes, oh, that's sweet.
So we have here this now our new flight, Mira, 2021, both from 2021 vintage. We have Upper Bench from the Niagara Bench, Upper Bench Winery, and we also have Mary Nesson, the Platinum Series Cab Franc. So, they're fairly similar.
So you said Upper
Okay.
Bench Winery.
Upper Bench and Mary Nesson. I would say on my right, it's Upper Bench, and on the left, it's Mary Nesson.
Is he right, guys? Is he right?
Right.
Oh my God.
On the nose, and I will tell you why. We had an incredible Pinot Noir and a fantastic Cab Sauv from the Upper Bench in the past. Smelling that left wine, really, that right wine reminded me the same smell of that. The Mary Nesson had that Ontario, Niagara, darker fruit. Anyway. Got it.
You got it. Nice work. So now I'm not over there. I'm so sorry, you guys, but
Okay. So flash score here. Score. Upper Bench. Oh, Upper Bench good.
I was saying I'm not over there, but they're putting together the machine to feed Carl the next wines. Is that right?
Yeah.
They're coming up with the pairings. There's actually a lot of thought involved in all this.
So
I would love to hear Clay's commentary.
the acid on the Mary Nesson is quite surprising. Really, really bright acid. Darker fruit, bright acid, a little bit more herbaceousness, leather cigar box. The Upper Bench is more on red, more fruity, a little bit more approachable, softer, a little bit more sweeter fruit.
I am just the worst with these because I saw what she poured in what, but now I haven't labeled them and I've already forgotten what was what.
Okay. Upper bench. I give upper bench a 92 points. I really like the upper bench. 2020. Whoops. 2021 upper bench, 92 points. This is very, very good.
All I know is I like them. On the Mira scale, it's a yes.
Bench and Mary Nesson, I'm going with, it's more classic. It's more blah, blah, blah. Let's do 90 plus.
90 plus, baby.
Okay. Switch. We have the second wine from Watchful Eyes. You weren't here when we tasted the first one of Watchful Eyes. Was one of my early top dog. Very surprising. Now we have the Reserve 2021 alongside the Maverick, which where we're going to be tomorrow morning. That's where we're opening our day of touring with our winery of the year at Maverick. So which one is which? Let's do this. Same darn freaking color. No, darker, a little darker on the left. Oh, okay. Huh. One is very herbaceous. So the left is Maverick, the right is Watchful Eyes.
That's the first one you got wrong.
Ah, missed the first one.
First one.
Wah, wah. Okay, so the Maverick is the herbaceous one.
Yeah.
Yeah, very herbaceous. And
Well,
Watchful.
3
Okay.
out of 4.
Oh, but
bang on, though.
maybe I should start tasting instead of only smelling.
Yeah, maybe you need to. Like us normal people. Us non-super.
So the Watchful Eyes won double gold at the All Canadian that 2021. I'm more of a 90 points here than the double gold that they give him, but it's just my do you remember what you guys, I gave 92, I think, to the first one. This one is 99. Okay, and the Maverick.
So
Right?
after you tell us about the Maverick, Simone has a great question. What's your take on Niagara 21 versus 22 for Cab Franc? Tell us about the Maverick.
Maverick is really good.
There you go.
Really good for the Maverick.
Here's the problem, Carl. So
All
far,
right.
everything I've tasted is really good.
91 plus for the Maverick. Really, really darn good.
But if you guys are curious how
What do you guys think of the Maverick here?
Sour cherries. Much better.
Huh?
Sour cherry.
Yeah, really, really good.
they enjoyed it.
Mhm.
If you guys are curious about Carl's, like how he rates things, he's actually very consistent. I've seen him rate stuff like we taste it, I write down his score. 2 or 3 years later, he tastes it again. And almost always he's like exactly the same score. Once in a while, you know, it changes a little, but he's pretty consistent. So here. Yeah, Simone. Thank you.
I think there's a little discrepancy between the nose and the palate with Maverick.
Completely separate.
Well,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Haven't got there yet.
There's 7 or 8 days to get there. 3 or 4 on the nose and another.
Yeah, we had someone earlier asking about your 100-point scores. So like how you rate things on your 100-point scale. So I'm just putting it in the chat if anyone's curious. He did a
that was
blog.
a question from Simon.
No, Simone's question, really great question. What's 21 versus 22 Cab Franc in Niagara like? Like, what's your take on those two vintages for Cab Franc and Niagara?
So, 21.
After you finish your food, though. 21. I think 21 was cooler in Niagara. Is that fair to say?
No. 21 was a great growing season, almost like the 2020. The problem is mid-September, the rain started, and the rain lasted for almost the whole crush season. So late rain kind of threw a wrench to the final step of the growing season. That was a very beautiful growing season, but just at the end, Mother Nature kind of shit the bed. 2022, I believe, was a little cooler, more balanced. So I think we're getting more crisper, very authentic, very classic flavors on the 2022, if I'm not mistaken. Give me 1 second. Just gonna do a quick research here. I like that because Rick Van Sickle have a very well done vintage chart for Niagara, and I believe that 22 was a little cooler. So 21, see, 22 is not even in there.
I'm gonna be your researchist. How about that? Researchist time.
Not here.
But from what you're tasting so far, like, have you tasted a lot?
Oh
of
yeah. So I didn't taste a ton of like the 22s are coming out, right? And what I'm thinking, what my take on that, it's the classic flavors. Really, like I said, 20 are super ripe, extracted. 21 are more inconsistent. We have some phenomenal stuff. We have some stuff who are a little bit out of whack. 22, I would say very consistent and classic flavors. So very good. Like I said, pure. 22 is about purity. 21, you can find some absolute jewel, but you get to have some stuff that like, what was that? So.
Okay, so when I look at Rick Van Sickle, he does Wines in Niagara blog and he rates the vintages. So of course he gave 2020 a 10 out of 10. That was like the vintage of the century. 21 he gave 6.5 out of 10. But of course that means totally different things for different grapes and different microclimates, right?
Yeah.
But I guess that's where you're coming from, right? Like it really depends on where they're at in Niagara. And some of those vintages where it's colder, it's more unpredictable, that's when you get the sleepers, I think. That's when you get the ones that are like the gems, like you said, you find a gem and you're like, oh, wow, this is going to age forever, because sometimes those cooler vintages and more unpredictable vintages give you that. 21 was the year where they had a great year and then they had some weird like rain event happen in the fall.
Harvest time.
Yeah. So that's interesting how that plays out. Now, what does he say about Cab Franc specifically here? I mean, obviously he's saying that that Chardonnay and Riesling 21 was a good aging potential vintage in Niagara. He's saying Gamay, Cab Francs, and Pinot Noirs, not impacted by the rain, are the superstars on the red side of things for 21. And then for 22, he's saying banner year for Cab Franc in Niagara and Lake Erie North Shore for 22. One Niagara winemaker feels 22 eclipses 2020 for richness and complexity. So yeah, that's kind of where it's at. I mean, ultimately you have to taste the wines. I think it's just a good to experiment.
I guess so. And I have a 23 here now. So I have the 23 Dria's wine, which is Andrea Kaiser. So the 2023, and I have Hester Creek 2022 old vines. According to what I have, I would say same side. Esther Creek on the right, Dria's on the left.
Absolutely.
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 Boom, boom, boom.
You got
Definitely.
it.
I got it. And this one, I tasted it, and there was no doubt there was much BC, riper fruit. I had the 23 drill had a little bit more herbaceousness, a little bit more dark fruit. That was that. To me, it was a no-brainer. Which one was the BC Cab Franc on this one? Hester Creek, 92 points. Dria, 90 points. That's how I get the score on this one.
Nice.
I really like that Hester Creek. Hester Creek might be one of my top 3 favorites since the beginning.
Wow. And what was your score on the Hester Creek?
92.
92. Very good. Very good.
Very well priced as well. Okay,
Nice.
so here now we're doing Courcelette 2022 alongside Domaine Calis 2022, La Réserve du Domaine.
So they're both 22s?
Both are 2022s. Okay, let's do this. Oof. Okay, on the nose, I will go exact same way that we did. Left, like there's the more herbaceousness with Calis. Courcelette is more on fruit. So I go, without tasting, I go left Ontario, right BC.
Unbelievable. Well done.
I won't be able to.
Boom!
All good.
Boom, boom, boom.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. That's very kind of Lorna to try and bring me more wine. But I got like 3 glasses here I haven't even tasted yet. Yeah, just keep, you know what? We could do like a Solera style blend for me, where you just keep pouring them into the same glass. We see what
And
happens.
you missed the last flight. I nailed it like in like 5-second smell.
No, I saw that. I heard that. Freaking amazing.
So on the palate though, that the dustiness, the ruggedness of the Similkameen in the Courcelette absolutely comes out, boom, exploding. It's dusty, it's dry. Oh my God. Oh,
Right.
I have a second 93 points here with Courcelette. Absolutely. This wine is freaking good.
So, Simon has a great idea. Okay, he said you did Burgundy versus Canada comparisons. How about Loire versus Canada with a Cab Franc tasting side by side for the official Cab Franc day? Because we have now gone complete rogue. Okay, we've gone complete rogue. We're not following the W set Cab Franc day and Syrah day and whatever anymore. We just kind of pick a day that works for us, and then we say that's Cab Franc o'clock. That's what's happening. It's almost like the Canadian version, you know? But there's an official one in December. So maybe on that day, we bring back some Loire Cab Francs. How far is the Loire from Burgundy, Carl? Is it something we can hit up for on our way? Is it something we can
You're
drive by?
probably 2.5 hours.
Is it on our way back to Paris?
The Loire is completely
And you know what we'll have to do with a liquor store in France. I assume that they have Loire Cab Francs all over France.
we already have a hard time fitting everything in, so it's up to you. You tell me if you want to add an extra wine region. That'll be fun.
Yeah, well,
Good.
we don't have to go to the Loire, but we could pick up some Loire Cab Franc and then taste it. We either bring our Cab Franc and blind taste you with this and a few Loires there,
I'll take you up on that.
and then we'll play it for Cab Franc Day in December. I like that idea. All right. What's
So I gave 91 points to Domaine Careless, which was gold medal at the All Canadian. For a little 4% splash of Merlot in there. That was gold, 92 points at the All Canadian at the Wine Line National. I just gave it 91, and I'm going at 93 with Courcelette. I love.
oh wow.
So to me, Courcelette on the nose, it was easy. I think Ontario, BC. On the palate, Courcelette was so typical, so classic Similkameen. Holy smokes. I think you would have blind taste me among 100 wines. I could have called that Similkameen.
Beauty.
Okay, so now we're going. Holy shit, I love that. 2020 Sacred Series Organized Crime. Alongside 2022 Reserve Cab Franc from Noble Ridge, I have Okanagan Falls versus Beamsville Bench.
2 good years.
Yep, 2022 versus 2020.
And the wineries again are?
Organized Crime alongside Noble Ridge.
Okay. Organized crime. We were just learning that. I think it's named after like a group of Mennonites who fought about an organ, and one group got really peeved about this, and I guess they threw the organ off the side of a cliff. True story, apparently.
Okay, so now let's see. Let's start with the nose.
You're on the nose of the organized crime?
On both.
Yeah.
They're close. They're close on the nose. They're close on the collar as well.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
The taste isn't close. Oh my God.
Noble Ridge was my one wine on the right, and Organized Crime, my wine on the left, and I'll tell
Is
you
he
why.
right? Is he right?
He's
Well,
right.
tell us why first. Tell us why.
All
No,
right.
he's right.
And I'll tell you why. I have the 2020 Ontario is much more juicy. 2022 is newer, and the oak of the Reserve Series. We feature Noble Ridge. Last year, I learned from Benoit that his Reserve Series, the oak is much more dominant, and that was boom, right obvious. So
Boom, right obvious. There you go.
in terms of points, Organized Crime is pretty slutty. A pretty slutty wine. Oh yeah. It shows up.
Wow.
And, yeah. So I quite enjoyed that, to be honest with you. So I will give the where are ya? Where are you? Organized Crime. It's a $42, well priced. It's a pre-release, not on the market yet. I will give that a 92 plus. And I think though, with the Noble Ridge, this is a long-term play on the Noble Ridge 22 Reserve. Long-term play. I would give it an open score to 91 to 93. It's a very yeah, it's a long-term play.
So what you mean is it's seductive. Seductive wine.
For the
What you said is slutty.
yes. Yeah. That's the one that you really want to play with.
A temptress. All right.
Can we take a break? No.
Probably be a minute.
I
You're
can,
bad boy.
you just said at the break, you said, let's have fun. Okay.
Mhm.
So I took it apart.
So literally.
Literally.
Right?
Very
So come on, don't disappoint me here. Don't disappoint me.
Someone said that
What is
you should be a little bit more French.
I love it. I love it. Okay, now we are going to. We have 2023 pre-release Foreign Affair alongside 2023 Alvale Estate Vineyard from Lightning Rock that we just
Lightning
featured last week. So if I missed that one,
As well?
both 23.
35,
Okay.
34, and 36 lines.
34 and number 35.
Huh. Okay, so Lightning Rock on the right, Foreign Affair on the left. That's obvious. There's a mint.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, there's a mint component on the Foreign Affair that I haven't smelled last week on the on the Lightning Rock, so that couldn't be that one. So, deduction here.
All right, let's
Okay.
have the course.
Carl, I
Yeah.
need a little traduction.
Huh?
A little traduction. Simone is calling you le chaud de la peine à soir.
Le quoi? Le what?
Le chaud de la peine à soir.
Yeah.
Is this like a dialectic thing in
Le
Quebec?
chaud lapin. Oh.
Is it only in certain parts of Quebec that you say things like this?
No. It's something like a chaud lapin is someone who feels it, right?
Oh, okay.
If I wasn't online, I would say orny, but that's
Oh,
I
no,
can't
you
say
can't
that,
say
and it's not,
that.
and it's not like, I mean, it's not a proper language, so I would never say something like that.
You
No,
need to
no,
be
no,
a
no,
little
no.
more subtle.
No,
like
no.
Simone was. Okay. So, Joanna, did you bring these little chicken enchilada thingies?
So the 2023 Foreign Affair has 20% appassimento in there.
Oh, that explains it.
Lovely.
This one is a long-term play as well. Like, this is not something to rate right now. This would be an open score. Foreign Affair, I would say 90 to 92. Let's say this has to be revised later on. Did you just switch them? No. Okay.
Switched.
And we rated 91 point or 90 plus the King, not the King, but the Alvale Estate Lightning Rock last week. Okay, so
Yep.
now oh, Mira. Oh, she's coming from a glass of wine. So now what we're gonna do, we're doing two 22s at the same time. One is the Cave Spring Vineyard. So Cave Spring, the CSV. So Cave Spring Vineyard is their estate vineyard from the 22, alongside the pre-release, the newly bottled, the Silva Vineyard Cabernet Franc. Now, I would say the Silva's on the left and Cave Springs on the right, because this is much darker, and I know that Richard likes his dark wine, but fuck is that?
I don't know. We just said the same thing.
Yeah, so the Silva on the left, Cave Spring on the right. No,
Backwards.
backwards, eh?
Missed it.
Huh, there's a little something wonky on the nose here. Okay, we'll have to revisit that. Huh, let's put the cork back on.
Yeah.
I will have Richard over a little later on. We need to
Taste is nice.
revisit that. And Cave Spring. Beautiful nose. Oof. Mm. 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 Mhm.
It's,
Oh, Cape Spring
It's not a bourbon barrel by mistake.
on the De Silva?
it tastes like a bourbon barrel.
The De Silva?
Yeah.
There's something wonky on that. Cape Spring is elegant,
Fresh.
beautifully elegant wine. I love the tannin. I will give Cave Spring a 92 plus. Cave Spring is freaking beautiful. Beautiful. What do you think, Jim? Cave Spring?
I don't have it yet. But I can imagine. It's,
Very, very beautiful. So I missed two, but this one, I don't think we can call it a miss.
No.
Okay, we need to waive this one.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, I love that Cave Spring. Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
Cave Spring is 93.
Really.
Yeah. Cave Spring is 93. Beautiful, beautiful wine. And you know what? Wait a minute. There's a little something on the back end will prevent me with the 93, maybe a 92. There's a little burst of bitter coffee who comes at the very, very end.
It's got the cork in on the left there.
But elegance, beautiful. Maybe that little thing on the finish will dissipate over time. But right now I'm going with 92. But very elegant wine. Oh, so Mira, you need to be part of that one. That's the Carl's Wine Club. Carl's Wine Club wine is going alongside Phantom Creek. Okay. So we have a big battle coming up here.
For 10 years of vegan gluten. Oh my God.
This is your gluten-free. Guys, poor Carl discovered he's celiac halfway through life, just a couple months ago. So I've made him some gluten-free banana. See how it pairs with the Cab Franc, shall we?
Okay, look at that.
Oh, it's you.
You're combining it this time.
Hey, these are mine too.
Now, we have Carl's Wine Club alongside Phantom Creek Estate.
And we don't know which one is which.
I don't know which one is
Left and
which.
right, Left and right.
So,
Plays on it. I would forget a second
So-
later.
so I would say, but I haven't tasted, don't take it but my right would be Phantom Creek, my left would be. No,
Oh, you mixed them up.
no, he switched them, so I re-switched them.
Oh, the bottles, where I put the bottles, there's no indication of what's in the glass.
I know. I figured you're
I switched them to
you're
match
not
what
gonna
he
make it
said.
that easy.
No,
No.
he's a professional.
And you are a trickster. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
These are outstanding wines, both of them.
That's Phantom Creek, that's Carl's Wine Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you got it.
There's a,
We've tasted our own.
yeah,
wine
exactly.
before,
And there's
so-
a finish on the Phantom Creek that I have not, there's like oak spice
Unmatched.
that there's no new oak in Carl's Wine Club wine. So that was no way that I can finish that way.
There you go.
Okay. Now a score with the Phantom Creek here. I love the nose. Very Cab Franc, very South Okanagan Cab Franc. Outstanding opening. Great mid palate. Don't like the finish. I would go Phantom Creek Estate, 91 points. What do you guys think of the Carl's Wine Club wine? Okay, come on. Want to hear more? So these two. Okay. Now we're doing, I love that. Now we're going into one of my very favorite wine that I tasted this year, and I tasted that at Black Market with Rob Armersley. It's the 2018 Kern & Co. Wismar Foxcroft Vineyard. This wine is served alongside right now Black Hills Estate 2021 per se. Okay. In terms of color, okay, Kern & Co. per se.
Correct.
So on the nose, the purity of Kern & Co. is very, very obvious. And I smelled that wine earlier this year. There's no way I'm going to miss that. Kern & Co. on the left, per se on the right. And I got a correct by on the nose, nailed that one.
Yep.
Okay, so
I'm putting your names in the draw. Neely, Mike, anyone who leaves a comment. If you're lurking and you're not commenting, leave a comment because I'll enter you into our draw for a hand engraved bottle, engraved by moi, as I practice my special engraving skills of our club wine that Carl just tasted alongside Phantom Creek. Of all wine, Phantom Creek is apparently a very amazing.
we have our very first 94 points of the night.
Yeah.
We have our very first 94 points of the night. Kern & Co. 2018 vintage. This is my very top wine so far.
Wow, that's exciting. And they are
This
one of
wine,
those wineries.
24 months in French oak, 50% new. 7 years of age. This wine is absolutely perfect right now. Absolutely perfect.
This is one of those wineries, very small production. I would have never found out about it if it wasn't for Carl. Kern & Co. Adam Kern, I think, is the winemaker's name, right? Very small production, very high end, very amazing.
I met Adam in Montreal at La Grande Dégustation when I went to help pour the wineries of Niagara at one of the biggest tasting in Montreal. Adam was there. I would say just a little pause here about Per Se. Per Se is a good wine, but too young right now. A little too aggressive, a little spiky. But I would like to retaste Per Se in 3 years. Because just tasted alongside 18 Kern & Co. Kern & Co. is so soft, like it's like this. Like there's no like it's just so perfectly rounded. Per Se shows up a little spiky, but I can see the potential. I can see that wine being. So I will do 90 to 92 for Per Se, and we have our first 94 points.
Wow.
With Kern & Co. So yeah, the story is, back in September, Anne Sperling, who's worked really hard on Dobbin, and Nathan Dobbin contacted us and they say, hey, we're going to be part of that big tasting in Montreal. Dobbin's going to be pouring our Chardonnay and our reds, and we don't speak French. I hope we can. So we say, hey, maybe we can help you. So I flew to Montreal. Unfortunately, Mira couldn't make it, but I flew to Montreal and I spent the weekend pouring some Ontario wine, and Shiraz Mortier from Malivoire came, and that was Adam Kern. Never heard of Kern & Co. before. And I tasted their Chardonnay and their Sauvignon Blanc when I was out there, and their Gamay. When we came back, it was at the end of November. Adam sent me a box of wine with some of his creation. Oh my God, these wines are so good. And I do that sometimes when I'm so blown away by Ontario wine. I take it to either Richard De Silva or Rob Amersley. I get excited and I want to taste it with the winemaker. So this one, we went to Rob at Black Market, and Rob was like, "Holy shit, what is that?" And yeah, they make 516 bottles of that 2018 Cab Franc, 43 cases. When you talk about rare shit, that's what we're talking about. Like, it's rare, it's good, and now it's drinking absolutely perfectly. So, oh, wink, wink. By the way, we're featuring Kern & Co soon.
Are you?
Wait, that one. Oh, yeah.
That's why you're typing it.
Yeah, we've been actually-
You should know me better than that, Danny.
Hey,
Hey, I need you guys to taste Kern & Co. I want your opinion.
It's out there. Wow. It's
so Simone
And the
is
nose is
asking-
incredible, eh?
unbelievable.
So when I use Black Forest cake, usually for a Cab Franc, that's mean it's right up exactly what I expect. And this is my ideal nose for Cab Franc. The tannin, the structure is at the exact perfect spot right now. So yeah, I want some score around the table here. I'm at 94. What do you guys think?
We're at $47.
Hmm?
$47. We're at it's inexpensive for what it is.
Hmm.
Very layered.
Oh.
Smart money.
So I'm hearing around the table here, smart money, very layered. I said perfect place on the curve. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. Now we are going to South Okanagan. So Osoyoos Reserve Cab Franc from Border Town 2019 vintage. Daniel Bonterin, consultant winemaker down there. Alongside Ice Cellar 2016. So Adnan, glory to you. God bless your soul. So every time I taste Ice Cellars, and then I get goosebumps and I get emotional. But
He sadly passed away earlier this year.
so before his own Icel Cellar, Icel Vineyard, the Cab Franc was ready. I didn't know. Adnan was sourcing his Cab Franc from Wismar Foxcroft.
Oh, cool.
Exact same source that we just tasted, Kern & Co.
Wow.
So this is Ice Cellar, Wismar Foxcroft Cab Franc 2016 alongside Border Town. So let's see here what we have.
Hey, quick question though. The Avila Cab Franc from De Silva, guys, was it the 2022?
Yeah, not on the market yet. Just got bottled last week.
Okay, perfect.
2016 on the left, 2019 on the right here.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well done.
I got it.
Unbelievable.
And you know why I just said that? Because I just got the nose of Kern & Co. This is the same source of fruit. I mean, the nose, you can't relate.
You can't miss it.
I can absolutely relate. So let's rate them now. Ice Cellar, Mira, you need to, I think you like aged wine.
Taste that.
I think you'll enjoy Ice Cellar.
Cannot wait.
And the tannin are still acting the right way. The acid has dropped a little bit, but the Black Forest cake still around. There's a little bit of leather and a little bit more, I would say, like cinnamon on the finish. That might be a little bit of a,
Lisa, I've got your name in the draw. Is Jared with you? Because if he is, I'm adding his name. Jared. We're drawing for a members celebration red, for which, by the way, there is a sale going on, a secret sale. We sent it just to members.
holy shit, that Border Town, that's still a baby.
Yep.
Border Town 2019, still a little young wine. There's still like 6, 7, 8 years to go. Holy shit.
To beat.
Holy shit. That's ripping my face off still. Woo. That's exactly it, right? When we're gonna taste Bottega, and Clay just said it's a Daniel Bonterin classic. There's a lot of new oak in there.
Yeah.
So, I would go with the 92 points. Or Border Town 92.
And which vintage was it?
2019.
Excellent vintage for them.
A little baby, colder vintage, but South Okanagan fruit, like Osoyoos fruit, boatload of new oak. This wine just like will held the road forever. Ice Cellar, I would go with 92 as well with Ice Cellar. These wines are same score, but very different. Very, very, very different.
Very good.
Okay.
And it was the 2016 Cab Franc?
Hey? 92 as well. Okay.
Surprise entry.
5%.
One of these two new wine that I have, we have a Lorna special here. So one of our guests backstage just brought a Black Swift vineyard, the Hans Estate Vineyard 2018. And we have between the line, the Reserve Cabernet Leon 2021. So
Don't drink before 2026.
one of them is pretty okay on the nose. So
Ed, nice to see you. Ken, I'm adding you to my draw for a members celebration red that I am going to personally engrave.
Black Swift here, between the line here.
Adding you to the draw.
Okay.
Anyone who leaves a comment.
Okay. So I just nailed that one too. All right. Nailed it. Nailed it. I'm on a 10. It's the 21 vintage. Yep.
We're giving Carl 2 wines. He knows what the 2 wines are, but he has to pick which one's which. He's what, at a 90% now? Of them on the nose often. Because he likes to show off a little like that. I couldn't do that.
That's what we got here.
But he's very good at
So
that.
I mean, when you taste them, you can't fucking mistake it because the 2021 is young and it's still puckery, and I have a hard time talking. 2018 is much older and much easier to drink. So this one was an easy one. So with the Between the Line 2021, this is a long-term projection. So let's do 89 to 91 to be revisited. By the way, the 21 that I just tasted, it's sold out. So they moved on the 22. So, and the Hans Vineyard by Black Swift, soft, the acid has dropped, the oak is just melted in, it's fruit forward, it's Jason Spark. I mean, this is a classic. There's some American oak in there as well. I can taste it. It's good. I would go Black Swift 2018. I will give it a 90 points. Black Swift. And the yeah. Okay.
And the between lines, which you could.
I give it between 89 to 91. I need that wine to sip.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I like the nose.
You like the nose? Yeah. I have Jim here. I mean, I would like to wait for it. I would like to have the tannin to calm down a little bit. It's a little, but I mean, I can see some potential there. I like the fruit definition.
Savory.
Now we're doing between the line 2022 reserve. I'm scared now, a year younger. And the 2022 Cab Franc from Moraine. So we have Niagara Benchlands versus 4 Mile Creek appellation. Both are a little cloudy, unfiltered. Both are dark. Yeah, one of the two has so much coffee on the nose.
Right.
So I would go Moraine on the right and between the line on the left.
Correct.
So
Correct again.
correct? Got it. I got it. It's a surprising nose for between the line here. The 22, I prefer the nose of the 21. 2022 has a ton of espresso coffee on the nose, which is a little bit overboard for this, but I mean, this is a young wine. This wine has just been released. So this wine needs to sit a little bit. This is their reserve line. I would be, and you know what? I want to revisit these Between the Lines wine in a few years. To be honest with you, this is a brand that has a boatload of potential long term. That's for sure. That is for sure.
I'm all out of saliva.
Run saliva.
Moraine.
Can't help you. I'm out of saliva.
Moraine is it's soft, surprisingly soft for a 2022. Surprisingly soft. I mean, rating that right now, that's around the 90 points. Yeah, made very approachable.
These two I haven't tried. So almost done. The next round.
Like this is a well-made wine.
This is the one that's coming. But I think it's a little more layered. You got it? Give it decent time to open it. Very clean. Okay.
Okay, how many more do we have?
We have two more to compare from BC, Ontario.
And after that,
We have 4 Ontario
okay,
and our final 2
okay,
are BC, Ontario.
okay, perfect. So now we're going, okay, we have Bottega 2023 Cab Franc. And that wine, I tasted it in barrel a couple times over the last couple years. I believe that it was is it 100% new oak?
Yep.
100% from one barrel.
60%, sorry.
60%. Okay. So that's mean okay. So he mixed it with there was 2 barrels.
Mhm.
And it's alongside 2018 Swan Staff Chestnut Tree, our superstar wine from the Pan-Canadian Masterclass in June. This wine really got a lot of attention at the Pan-Canadian. Our host Swan absolutely crushed it with their 2018. So there's more oak here, Bottega here, and Suan on the left, Bottega on the right.
100%.
I mean,
Easy to tell.
easy to tell. I mean, the oak profile, the youth of the Bottega, knowing that Bottega is 60% new oak, this is bang on.
We're drinking the 2014 Bottegas now.
Now, I would say one thing though. That Bottega down the road will be and should be one of the most sought after wine in BC. This 2 barrels of Cab Franc is so fucking good. This is my second 94 points of the night. I don't even need to open the score for that one. I can see it in my head. I can taste the long-term profile of that. This is absolutely outstanding. I told Danielle when I tasted it in barrel that that wine will be a jewel. Now it's in bottle and it's even better than what I was expecting. Absolutely outstanding. Well done, Daniel Bonterin. The Bottega Franc 2023. Do not crack it now, but buy it as soon as you can. This wine is rare as shit. And this is so darn precious.
Shame to waste time. We're getting really good.
Okay.
Okay. Our next 4 wines are all Ontario.
Damien Bennett here. Okay. Now, I would love, if it's possible, to take 2-minute break.
No, God, no. What, you got this one?
Oh, fuck me.
Are so behind. You haven't had a break yet.
Mira's going to do a draw. Okay, so I'm going to taste 2 more. And after that, I'm going to use the bathroom. Listen, I had 1 break in 3.5 hours, okay? And if I hear someone complaining again, I'll lose my mind. You guys?
Lost your mind.
Okay, so now we're tasting 2017 Bellaterra from the 4 Mile Creek appellation alongside Westcott Butler's Grant Old Vines 2021 from the 20 Mile Bench. So Westcott has their home vineyard in the Vinemount Ridge appellation, and they also own Butler's Grant Vineyard on the 20 Mile Bench. Big fan of the Butler's Grant Vineyard. Huge fan of the Butler's Grant Chardonnay. I tasted the Franc, I think, in 2019. I'm not sure if I taste the 2020, so pretty excited here. Bellaterra 17, I mean, I know that wine. I rated it 93 points in the past. I just want it. So I begged Marcel Morgenstern and Fred and Luke to get the 2022 in the tasting. They didn't want to send it because they said it's not ready to drink. It's just been bottled. They wanted me to wait. So I said, okay, fuck you guys. I'm going to pull a 2017 that I have at home. So I have my fix of Bellaterra. If I do a marathon, I need a Bellaterra in my marathon. Okay, so I have 2017 here. Let's try to find out which one is which.
What price point are we getting into now, Carl? You're Clay from BC Wine Review. Clay was awesome. He lined them up by sort of like, hey, Clay,
Hey.
like $40, $50. They're in rows. Okay, so which row are we at now?
We are in the 50 plus range. We're almost done.
Almost done the.
That 2017 Bellaterra should have been it.
950 now.
So Butler's Grant on that side,
Yeah.
17 Bellaterra.
100%.
So I mean, you taste a You taste the 17 versus a 21. I couldn't really tell on the nose, but on the palate, it's quite obvious. 17 is so soft.
There you go.
I have to say, the 2017 Bellaterra is one of the star. Definitely one of the star in terms of on the curve. The Kerning Co. Wismer Foxcroft is at the perfect spot right now. I can see the same thing with the Bellaterra 17. Is at the perfect spot on its curve right now. This wine will never be as good as it is right now. If Marcel is listening, I need to know if you have a case or two left of that.
2, please, 2.
That 17 is at the perfect spot on the curve. So now the Butler's Grant smell absolutely delicious. Hey, do you have our baseball team hat here? Yeah, this is the Summerland Jets. So I have to say, Mira has 4 boys in her life, and the 4 boys are Summerland Jets. So
And Vic Carl Boucher is a Little League coach as well as a hockey coach. There you go. Lisa would love some of that Cab Franc. I'm guessing the Bellaterra Cab Franc. She had it before. So, you're running low. Or the West Coast. Yeah, right. Awesome.
Green is out.
So after we hear Carl's thoughts on this one, we're going to give him a little 2-minute break like he asked for, and Joanna and I are going to pick some names out for the drawing.
Have you ever had anything shipped?
What do you think, Carl Boucher?
okay, so now Mira, that you're on with
Yeah.
Joanna, I'm gonna jump out for 2 minutes.
Were you going to say something now?
What?
You looked like deep in thought about the wine. You tasted the wine.
Sorry?
Oh, you didn't.
The wine?
Talk about those two.
Didn't talk about what?
Oh, you looked deep in thought? I thought you were going to say something about the wine.
Which wine?
The one you just tasted?
Oh, Westcott, 90 points.
Okay.
So I just talk about Bellaterra
Yeah.
quite often. Okay, so sorry, Westcott, 90 points. I think this wine needs to sit a little bit. It might be in a little funk right now. I can see the potential of that. I'm fairly confident that it might be on the little here, but this wine can only like shoot up. I can see that. Ton of potential. There's just a little tight right now, very tight.
Got it. Lisa loves Canadian Cab Franc. Yes, the Colonel they're just shining right now. And yeah, hopefully we can get them safe. Whoop, there we go. So this is Joanna. Joanna, thank you so much for all your help. She's been bringing me wine, and it's been amazing. You can see there's still some Cab Francs on the floor here, right behind us. It's been crazy with Cab Franc here these days. So the deal is, if you've left a comment, I've added your name handwritten on a little piece of paper, just like in elementary school where it was. Johanna's going to pick a name, and we're giving away a Pearl Wine Club 5-year anniversary red. It is a Cab Franc, and it's freaking delicious. And I'm going to hand engrave your name on there. It's Dylan! I don't know if he's still on because he was going to actually be driving here. He's joining us on the touring tomorrow. Maybe he'll show up and get to take his Cab Franc with him. So Dylan, congratulations. Thank you for all your support of Canadian wine. If Art gets his name picked, he's going to open a 17 Bellaterra right now. Oh, I love that. We're going to have to do another drawing quickly. Where's your name, Art? Stacy, Clay, Jim, Mike, Tracy, Art. I found you. So I'm going to put you near the top. We're rigging it because we want Art to open his amazing 17 Bellaterra. We just had some, and it's really in a great place right now. Congrats, Dylan. We will see you tomorrow and bring you your winnings. All right. And in just a moment, Carl will be back. he said he needed to go to the bathroom, but he's actually just schmoozing around. Dude, it's a stretch of legs. It's a tough gig. It's a tough gig tasting so many wines. Well, you guys taste, you've got a better grasp on how many we've gone through tonight. Probably 50.
So yeah, they've just done the 40th, 50th. We only have a handful left.
There you go. So, yeah, I mean, this was kind of a baby marathon. After we did that mega Chardonnay one, I can't believe we're a year ago now. 112. 112 Chardonnays. But with Cab Franc, it's a red. So, you know, you get your teeth all dark and it kind of tears your face off if you go over. Like, I'm surprised we're doing 60. It'll probably be about 65. Very purple teeth. Yes. Yes. And I think Carl is like, he's gotten a tolerance for purple teeth somehow. John Daniel's here. That's great. All right. Well, Carl Boucher, are you coming back on? Because otherwise it's going to become the Mira and Johanna show. And we're going to be tasting Cab Franc here with you guys. So I'd love to know, like, Lisa's on. She's a mega Cab Franc fan, especially Canadian Cab Franc. Art is on. I saw Stacy and Jeff. They've opened a Southbrook laundry vineyard. Southbrook is in Niagara. We feature them. Yeah, they make great stuff. Ralph and Elaine are on. So I just want to know more about you and your Cab Franc. So especially like Lisa, what's the oldest one you've had? The oldest Cab Franc? Because we had a 1998 Cab Franc.
Really?
Military, that when it was sold, it was a value wine. Like it was not meant to be aged. And it was in 1998. They didn't even know. Yeah, it would have been like in 1998, it was probably $10. You know? And Sue Ann made it. She's now got her own winery, obviously. We had her chestnut tree just now. That 1998 was freaking phenomenal. One of the best wines I've ever had. And that was before they knew Canadian wine can age. Like they barely knew that we can make it in 1998. They were like we made a few and they're actually really good. So no one was cellaring them back then.
Well, don't think of and it was all people from all different regions of France, and they called it
The New France. Yeah. But in Quebec, they had a harder time with Cab Franc. It would have been too cold.
created to Ontario.
Oh, yeah. So there were French people making wine in Ontario.
I don't know how far back, but I do know French.
That's pretty cool. I wouldn't be surprised because I think that they've been making wine in Niagara for quite a while. And yeah, like it wasn't really commercially done until maybe 40 years ago, 50 years back. But there were probably people who were doing it. Exactly. Yeah, absolutely.
That's what we call them. But it was what you did. I think you just made your own wine.
That's what you did because you're French. You're like, well, we don't trust the water. So let's make sure we drink wine. I mean, we gotta stay hydrated. So,
Whenever you're ready, babe.
Carl Boucher, we see you.
I'm back. I'm
You
back.
have another pairing in front of you.
I mean, this is getting pretty easy here because I tasted the Ferox Cab Franc this week, so we spent the weekend dissecting that darn wine. So and Stonebridge, we're pretty familiar with Stonebridge. Ferox make their wine very old world. Stonebridge made their wine big and bold, a little bit more old new world style. So on the right, it's Stonebridge. On the left is Ferox. And
Bingo.
this is a no-brainer. Now I can taste them if you guys want, but yeah.
Oh, not necessary. Nope, that's not necessary, sir. We'll handle the tasting.
Stonebridge is absolutely spectacular. 71 cases made, 22 months in French oak, 40% new.
This is.
93 points,
Easy.
93 plus, 93 plus.
Is that the free form?
Yeah. Wow. And Ferox stands out on this for one thing. The definition, the precision of Ferox it's beautiful, beautiful. I taste all of these big and bold and fruity wines, and these are approachable. When you get to Ferox, there's a sense of precision. There's that little charcoal-like minerality that comes back from the Cab Sauv to the Cab Franc to the Malbec. I get these that finish who comes back to different wines. I love what Ferox is doing. Check out our feature this week. Go check our website on Carl's Wine Club. We have 10 wines from Ferox. There's 293 plus. Anyway, there's a lot of world-class wine with Ferox. So I like that Cab Franc. Now, is it the
Final
finish?
two.
Oh, we're hitting the final two.
Final two.
Mira, how did you manage that? I had only 17 wine tasted in the first hour and a half. You said you really need to speed it up.
We're doing 2 at a time. Double tasting.
And we did like 40 wines in 2 hours.
So imagine if we had 120 Cabernet. I mean, you can keep going next time. Now we know you're capable of this stuff. Can you imagine if we put 3 wines in front of you at a time? You'd be like the
I mean, we need like at least 150 wines.
Okay. We're in.
Challenge accepted.
no, we're in. So we'll be there for that.
No, I'm stuck. My tongue start to hurt right now. So, I mean, I'm glad that we were at 60. I'm starting to, okay.
So your last 2, are they a cross-country pair or
So
are they?
on the right, it's the Vineland. On the left is the Phantom Creek here.
You have them backwards.
So it's
I
a
have them
Vineland
backwards. I missed the last one.
and a Phantom Creek.
So we have Vineland Reserve and Phantom Creek, Cobo Vineyard, and I just mixed them up
You're backwards.
backwards for my second one that I missed.
But it's the end of the night.
And what vintage is the Vineland?
They are.
2022 Vineland Reserve. Yeah, definitely. So Phantom Creek, I thought it was like I really had.
Hold on. Let's make sure.
Okay, he's gonna double. I'm asking for a recount.
A recount, okay. A report?
A report, yeah.
There you go. Oh, I have to go and get the sausage stuff.
We got it.
Yeah, I was wrong. That was wrong. So, Phantom Creek's nose is really, really, really spectacular.
Yep. So is the Vineland. Like, you know the recount. Yeah. Yeah, and you watch the bottom. So yeah. I want to make sure it doesn't.
Okay. I mean, these are babies. Oh my God.
Yes, definitely.
These were 2 wines. Now we're talking, we're near the $100 bracket, right? So, I mean, we have to taste these wines with a different approach. There's also $90 difference between the two. There's $30 difference between the two.
They're spectacular.
Hmm.
Right?
So there's more herbaceousness in the Vineland, definitely. There's more fruit. There's much more. There's more fruit and oak in the Phantom Creek. Phantom Creek is bold, is muscular, It's a bold, kick-ass wine. You can feel the top French barrel. I mean, this is to me, it's a 93 point wine, even at $90. I mean, it's harder for me to rate these wines as high, but oh no, it's not 100, it's 72. Okay, 72. Yeah, 93 points. This Kobo is very, very, very well made. In terms of the Vineland, I will go with 92 plus. There you go. Boom. Woo.
Daryl says maybe we should get you a Chardonnay as a
please give me a glass of Chardonnay, someone.
There you go.
I need a glass of Chardonnay.
Now, I do have to say, Richard De Silva is on his way with another bottle of the Cab Franc. So it was just bottled a few days ago. The bottle we got was in a bit of a state of shock or something. But he says he opened another one at the winery, and it's just right. So he's making his way over. So we might have to go live again if we end this early before he gets here and give you guys an update on that one. And I think we should do one more draw because Art said that he's going to open his 2017 Bellaterra if he gets chosen. And I got to say, it's really late where you are. So what we should do is if you get chosen, Art, you can open it on a different day, but you do have to report back.
I think, Mira, I would like to announce my top 5. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
The wine of the night. It's Kern & Co. Wismar Foxcroft 2018. This is the wine of the night. My number 1. Absolutely. And I think it's a landslide to me. My number 2.
The crew pick there. What's it?
Number 2, it's Bellaterra 2017. My number 2.
Nice.
Number 3, I might go with Corsolet.
Yes. Yeah.
As number 3. I mean, I'm hearing some yep behind here. Corsolet goes to number 3. I think that Phantom Creek Kobo number 4. And let me check here on my list. I have the Meneed wine, 93 points here. Can be definitely the surprise of the night without
Surprise of the night.
Without a doubt, that's the surprise of the night. Let me check. Other than that, Corsolet I mentioned. Yeah, Meneed, that's not 93. Like, I give it a 93 points. That's the number 5.
This is number 5. Wow.
There you go. So we have
That's it.
Kern & Co., Bellaterra, Corsolet, Phantom Creek, and Meneed. So 3 Ontario, 2 BC
Beautiful.
in my top 5.
Yeah, you're thinking.
So is there anyone around the table right now who had a different wine in their top 5 than what Carl said?
Hey, guys. We have a question from Mira here. Anyone around the table who have a wine that I've not mentioned in my top 5 that you guys really stand out to you?
Yes.
Bottega.
The Bottega.
Yeah. Whoa. Words. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
The Bottega, yes.
Yeah.
And that was a very highly rated wine too, right?
Whoa. What?
Yeah.
Where's my score for Bottega? I give it 94. It has to be number 2.
There's a lot of honorable mentions.
It's been under person all night long.
Yeah, Bottega has to be in the top 5.
Maybe we'll have to do a top 10.
Carl's wine. I have
Clay just handed it.
Clay just handed that to me.
Honorable mention.
One of the standout wine of the night, Carl's Wine Club. Not from me,
No,
it's from Clay.
that's
That's
from-
super nice, Clay.
Yep.
Love it.
It's not just because he kissed me.
I love this one.
I did not. I did not.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. So now if we make it a top 10, so Bottega, definitely. Carl's Wine Club, I agree. Oh, Jeanette says Border Town. Which one? The Reserve 19 or the 2020?
2020.
The 2020. Okay, Jeanette mentioned Border Town. I have to say, Hester Creek. Hester Creek. Hester Creek, probably part of my top 10.
I seller.
I agree. I agree.
Part of the top 10.
I agree. And I might close my top 10 with, because I have to, with, Swan. Yeah.
That was a fantastic one.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Tantalus, I have some. Yeah, Tantalus is a good one.
And I had watched for a while.
This is the best. This is the best grouping that you've ever done.
Fantastic.
Apparently, it's the best grouping that we've ever done.
This was tight.
Grouping, you mean like how we paired the wines?
I scored lines across the board.
Yeah.
This was.
Yeah, there was no dud here.
This all done.
Amazing.
There's no duds. Mira, you did a great job ordering all of those wines. We're really grateful for what you've done. Thank you.
Yes.
The wines, I did not. And nothing.
Here.
I'm giving you credit.
Oh, well, you did an amazing job, Cabernet. You know what? I think we should do one more draw. Give Art a chance that is 17 Bellaterra that he
Say that again.
wins. If Art wins this, he said he'd open the 17 Bellaterra and report back soon. Doesn't have to be tonight. It's like really late where you are. But we're gonna do a draw. Okay, one more draw for the 5-year anniversary celebration members red. Guess what? After this weekend, this wine will be pretty much gone. There were only 75 cases made. We have a sale going on till Sunday. You can save $25 per 6-pack and get free shipping. So if you order a case, you save $50 and you get free shipping. It's a pretty sweet deal. And that wine is already, I love it. I think it's a really great value for what you get. 92 plus points, Carl's Wine Club. So yes, so Johanna's back. Maybe she can help me with this. And then I'll show you one last thing. If you stay till the end, I'm going to show you what the aftermath of the marathon looks like. When you have how many bottles, Carl? 60? You're counted. Very good. Very good. And Richard De Silva from De Silva Vineyards. He had a long day with harvest today, but he's on his way over, and we will probably open that one again and maybe go live or post it for you guys tomorrow.
Did you just say that Richard is on the way?
Yeah, I think he is.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I thought I was about to go to bed.
No, we're not.
That ain't happening. Ain't happening.
I just wonder what the hell's wrong with those wines.
Diane is wondering
Let's
about
go. It's cherry.
frog from Painted Rock. Did you open a Painted Rock, Cab Franc?
Hey?
Clay?
You didn't open a Painted Rock tonight.
No, I didn't open the painted rock.
Did we miss it?
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Oh, it's a painted rock from the Pan Canadian. So yeah, no, I forgot.
Oh, Art is going to do the 16 and 17 Bellaterra Cab Franc side by side.
I said cherry.
Let us know.
You said cherry. I
There's a Painted Rock mission, Carl?
Yeah.
my first impression was actually.
We don't
whiskey.
Okay.
I never got whiskey.
I probably left it in the wine wall.
We don't drink enough.
upstairs.
No, I didn't open it. That's okay. I think we're good.
We'll open it separately with the De Silva.
Sorry?
We'll open it separately.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So here. Art, let's see if we can, what we got here. All right. Johanna, my helper here, draws us back. Look, our last draw here. Oh, Art, I'm sorry. Danny, it is Danny. Danny, you're here in person, in the flesh.
You're here in person. Hey, Mira, give him the open bottle.
I'll take it.
He's gonna open the $16 and $17 Terra Cab Franc. And you know what? You win anyway, Art. You open those things,
I can't hear you, Mira.
on all fronts.
Can I just pick him up?
No, it's great to meet you and your lovely wife this summer at the Leading Coast. That was cool. Okay, well, I said I'm gonna show you guys what this looks like. I'm gonna go mute so we don't have feedback, but I'm gonna show you guys what the aftermath of the Cab Franc Marathon looks like. And then and we'll let you get on with your lovely evening. Thank you for stopping by, Canadian
And you
Winemakers.
had the picture before? Because before was the picture we had in the living room last night.
So before, yeah, can't hear it. Look at this, guys. Look at this. There we go, but like it's hard to see, but wow,
That's a lot of wine.
that's a lot of wine.
Oops.
On the right level. Walk is long.
There you go.
Walk it, Carl. Walk it, Carl.
Good job walking the wines there, Carl. And also kind of gross, next to me is a very big spit bucket. That
Don't
is
look.
like- we need a better spit bucket situation. We used to have a deep one. Anyway, this is what it is.
We're on cameras.
Now I'm on to how confusing. Okay, sit back down. Let's take a thing.
Not one of these ones picked that up. Halfway. So you see a bottle of halfway.
All right.
All right.
Thank you
All
so much,
right.
you
60
guys.
Cab Franc later.
Yeah.
So that was fun. Thank you, Mira. Thanks for helping. Thanks for being such a great organizer and help me structure my my craziness in my head. Thanks to Clay for helping me.
You're welcome.
Thanks for pouring these amazing pairing. Danny, Jeanette, everyone here, Lorna, Jim, Tracy, everyone backstage. That was awesome. Thank you to all the wineries for supplying the samples.
Absolutely.
I mean, this,
Buying your wine.
but I mean, it means a lot. So we can do these crazy things. My tongue is about to fall off.
Yeah.
But
It's pretty remarkable, though. So, Carl, one of these rare people that spent years of his life only smelling wines in some of the best restaurants in the country. So I got to smell some very fancy wines. That's why he's so good. He can pick out which wine is like just on the nose most of the time. Crazy, crazy. So thank you, Carl Boucher, for all that you do for Canadian wine. It's very much appreciated. And I hope everyone has a fabulous weekend coming up ahead. A wonderful weekend.
Canadian Wine Lovers, Carl's Wine Club members, thank you and see you next time.
You should.
I'm saying.